You know?
Wait, hold on. Your sister died and came back?
Yeah, she was that big.
How many questions did you motherfuckers ask her? It's like, what did you see?
Yeah, we did. We would say,
yeah, of course.
She didn't really say much. She said it was just she doesn't really remember.
It was beautiful.
Yeah,
it was rows and rows of pasta. Cloudy pasta. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's episode 32 of
Nah, dude.
As always, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook. Check out our Patreon. $1 a month gets you exclusive content. Today, we got an awesome show. Myself, of course, Pedro Lima.
That's my name.
Danny Davenport.
Hi.
We got Steven Sanchez, our producer, in the closet. Like he's always been. And the one, the only, give it up for Dean Napolitano.
We do the Muppet Show thing. I like how Dean was so confused when we clapped in.
I saw his face.
I was like, is this part of the fucking team? Am I part of the team?
Yeah, at first, Kermit introduced that to me because it's like that that marker.
Right, so that's a tape.
So at first, I thought we clapped like twice and go.
It's like,
Yeah. He goes, you don't fucking clap twice?
no, it's just a one.
It's a one.
Yeah.
This fuck nut will go on the set, be like, action.
Let's go. Get it right.
Fucking guy
Don't
with
fuck it up. Thank you for making the trip.
Yeah.
I know you had a long day, long weekend.
Yeah. Went to the Mets game.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah, I had a good time. I got fucking.
They lost.
Yeah, they did.
They lost badly.
No, it's a typical Met thing.
Yeah.
Was it Tampa?
Yeah, it was Tampa. They're winning through fucking 8 innings. Then they get tied up and they lose in the 9th inning. Fucking walk.
Oh, that's the story of the whole franchise, I think, isn't it?
Did they lose like 12-2 or some shit like that?
No, I was at Friday's game.
Oh, okay. So
They
you were
lost
at the
last
good
night
one.
too?
Oh, 12-2.
I was at the good one.
I was like, how lit were you?
See, that's what I thought. That's what I told him. I was like, get him whenever you can.
Yeah.
I think he's at the hotel dragging ass.
Yeah.
I know.
I know. I post shit a day late because I got to get over the hangover, and then
Yeah.
sense.
You're amazing. I'm going to tell you this because we can tell already. We get an alert when we go, yo, Dean's been drinking. Have you seen his last post?
It's a bat signal, and they just assemble pasta.
In the group chat, it's like a race to who can share it first.
Yo, go before he realizes what he's saying.
I haven't deleted many, but I deleted the code. Like the next day, I'm like, what the fuck? Because it'll be something. Either someone will piss me off of something in entertainment, or something, or some fucking stupid thing like just the fucking remote control.
You've done 2 remote control fucking rants.
I fucking go nuts, bro. Did you see the remote? It was like a silver thing. You had to like spin it. And all I think is my dad has a problem with the Spectrum remote. If this motherfucker's in a hotel, it's like he's not watching TV.
Yeah. Where's the volume? And I'm like, dude, maybe be the plus and minus. I'm going to take a wild fucking stab at this. But I get it. My favorite one that you were upset that they kept the remote in a bag. You're like, how fucking dare? What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
The place is filthy anyway. You've seen them do the fucking light in right?
Oh,
There's
yeah.
sperm
It
everywhere.
just blows up with light. Yeah. It doesn't, yeah. It's garbage.
It's true. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, dude, it's
The
disgusting.
guy in the closet laughing at sperm.
Yeah,
That's funny.
it's legit. It's one of those hotels that it don't. How much cleaning I put
take
into
your time with the lighting, Kermit. That's fine.
Shut the fuck
The
up and
fuck do we
talk.
sit here for 10 minutes and then clap it in?
Yeah.
And then he gets up and messes with the lights.
I saw Dean has a fucking complexion of a raw chicken, and that light's hitting him. And I'm like, oh shit, that's a lot of light on Dean.
Like, whoa, there's
Yeah, he's glowing like a hotel room.
like a hotel
I
lamp.
didn't want Dean to be looking like he just came out of
Fucking
the
albino
cave
Italian.
over here. And I have risen. Fucking. I was trying to fix it for him.
No, that makes sense. We only had 45 minutes before this.
Hey,
to
calm
get it
down.
timed
I was
up.
setting this place up, making Dean feel welcome.
I know. We got all his favorite things.
Delador.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Oh, that's Beardy. That's Pedro's beard. He lost a bet and we shaved
God,
him.
for a second,
And that's
I
our
thought
mascot.
those were pubes.
They are.
Yeah. We got the macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni cheese.
Very Sophia Italian.
Is it green? Why is it green?
I don't
know.
I don't know. You tell us.
us.
Fucking, we're not Italian.
Just because I'm Italian doesn't mean I know what green
Fucking chip.
macaroni
I
is.
bet you know fucking Chef Boyardee.
The mayor of Italy.
I did. That shit is sinful. I did a fucking show for the creators of Chef Boyardee, the family fortune, the fucking billionaire.
Yeah.
I did a 75th birthday for the husband in this fucking mansion, and there was the fucking Chef Boyardee. They said, you're doing a show for the Chef Boyardee.
Shit.
Oh shit.
They're like philanthropists. They're billionaires. You know?
Yeah.
$600.
For the fucking Chef Boyardee empire.
Got through the comedy zone, right? Philanthropic, but not for comedy.
Right. Not for people who actually would show up for
Not
them.
for the talent.
They got the money, too, and you had to be clean. Like I had to wear a suit because he wanted like a 70s style Vegas roast on the husband.
Okay.
And they lived at the top of this mountain. I'm not fucking kidding. My F-150 coming down, fucking thing was like that. I'm pumping the brakes. I get home, fried my fucking brake system, $1,200.
So the gig was a negative 600.
I lost 6 fucking bills on that job.
Did he even give you like a lifetime supply of like beefaroni?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
The Dean, every time that he walks by the Publix and sees this, like,
He punches a can.
motherfucker.
Slams one on the floor. Yeah. Fucking 600. Are you kidding me?
I'll be in my 90s like my dad, just fucking Chef Boyardee, fucking just losing my shit.
Just rock me.
And we got a ragu. That's official sauce.
That's disgusting.
You know what? It's so funny. Like when we were kids, my dad would make sauce, but like we would be that shit's full of sugar. So we, as kids, you're like, oh, this is good.
Yeah.
But the Italians would be like, what the fuck are you eating? That's gross. Yeah, I don't eat that shit.
I tell him that all the time. He goes, "Oh no, Italian restaurants they just use fucking ragu."
They do. You
Like,
just use ragu.
They're not. Well, I think good Italian restaurants make it. But
make it correct.
Olive Garden, they're not. You know.
Do you ever take an Italian to Olive Garden? You might as well.
My father fucking loves the soup and
Does he?
salad.
But isn't he the German one?
No, my. His last name's Napolitano. My
I
mom.
don't fucking know how you guys do
my
your
mom-
last name.
Classic German last name.
F.
Napolitano.
Napolitano. My mom's last name was Koch, so she was German, Irish,
Okay.
and Dutch. But I'm half Italian and half, the other mix. So there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
I mean, is anybody else Italian here?
No, I was gonna say I just look at Danny. Maybe
I don't
look at Danny.
No, fuck, he is.
I have some in the lineage.
No, he doesn't.
I do.
I
No,
could
you
see.
don't.
I could
I do.
No, you don't.
You motherfucker! Don't you claim China as a fucking part of?
Look at my eyes.
I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my
You're
grandma's
horrible.
Asian.
You're horrible at math.
What are you talking about?
He's got a little.
What does math got to do with Asian? Oh, because Asians. I got it.
I see a little Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
little Mongolian.
Genghis
Little
Khan.
Mongolian face.
little
Yeah.
Mongolian.
Little
Little
flat.
mongoloid face. Yeah, I see it.
Mongoloid.
I have no fucking idea what I am.
Really?
You're definitely Irish.
I have not. There's Irish, I know,
Yeah.
and my name Davenport is a French name.
Okay.
But other
From
than
a
that,
popka.
I'm fucking.
You should do a 23 and me and see what
I'm
comes
not
back.
doing. I'm not doing that shit.
Imagine it comes back. You're Dominican.
I'm not doing that.
So
Whatever.
disappointed.
My wife did it, and she is, according to 23andMe,
Dutch.
She is the whitest person in world history.
Really?
It's like 99.8 European.
Shit.
Wessex, England.
Like 600 generations back was somebody in the Middle East.
Who really needs to know, though? I mean, who gives a fuck?
It's so
They
stupid.
keep saying, I won't do it because I don't want to be tracked by the fucking government and all that shit. And then they know and you can't commit crime.
You want to?
Yeah.
Say you want to be, I'm not
You're one
saying
of
I'm
those.
that deep, but if they have your DNA, you can be set up for any fucking crime.
What makes you think they don't
good
have
point.
your fucking DNA?
Not in a database. That
Oh,
I
you think this
submitted
just
myself.
started like in 2008? They just started fucking doing the databases?
That's why I don't donate blood.
Yeah.
That's why I don't let my children get the fingerprints at the hospital. I don't want them to be tracked. What the fuck are you talking about? They got you, B. It's fucking done.
I'm sure they do have it. But I really don't give a shit, but it pisses me off. I'm not gonna willingly give DNA.
I hear it. I'm with him on that.
I'm not willingly. I don't believe in it. I believe if I take a swab to my dog and I send it, it's going to come back.
Puerto Rican because it came from your address.
Exactly.
They just put it to whatever address is.
Hey, come here, Jax. Come here.
Oh, that's that shit where you can see if the dog shit. You see that? There's a service where. No, it's true. If these communities, right?
Okay.
If a dog takes a shit, they get the DNA when you move into that area. Then they have every dog's DNA. So if you leave your dog shit, they'll send that shit. This is what the world's coming to.
Where is this?
Some of these new communities.
It's the villages, isn't it? I bet it's the villages.
Right?
I know
it's actually human shit. Man.
It's one of those.
That's why I
It's one of
shit in
those
my yard
paid
every day.
advertisers from QAnon.
Yeah.
No, this is a real fucking thing.
No, it did at my apartment complex, the one before here. They took our dog's poop, and I was like, "Who's gonna walk around and just like sample this shit on the dogs?"
Wait, there's shit investigators?
Yeah, there's this poop investigators,
Yes.
and then they send you a bill.
Oh my God, they show up with
Fined.
coats and shit like that.
I'll just
It's
squat
like-
in my yard and shit. And
It's
see
like
if they figure
Fox
it out.
Squat.
Like, figure it out.
Right in the fucking driveway.
It's like Fox and Mulder fucking doing a crime scene.
That would be funny to do a human shit.
Just take a shit. There's this big pile of shit. Man, that must be a German Shepherd around here.
This came back Gonzalez. What?
What kind of breed is that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's fuck. I read all these. That's why I do the late night drunk shit because I
I don't
reading
think
all
you
those
do it
articles.
willingly. I think you just fucking do it. Be like, you know what? Fuck, I'm fucking fed up.
I
Like
am,
people
I
gotta
get-
hear
I
it.
do- I sit there. I go, fuck. What am I gonna be like when my dad's age? I don't think I'm gonna make it to 91. But fuck, I hear him rant about shit.
Yo, my favorite one was, and me and Kermit take credit to this. Like, I forget what it was that we egged him on.
Oh fuck.
And then he went on it, and then he goes, and fuck you, Kermit, you midget.
I remember that.
Make
was it?
fun
Was
of
that the
this
Mask
shit.
or it was something?
I think it was.
It
I
was
think
the
it was
mask.
the mask.
It was you talking about the arrows in the grocery stores.
Oh yeah.
You're like the whole like, hey, follow this way. You're like, well, you just went off. And we had to go in.
Those
I
arrows.
know when you're goating me, you fuck. I take the bait purposely, you know. I'm like, all right.
That arrow shit was stupid, and it got to the point that I was like, I gotta go to this lane. So what I used to do, I used to walk backwards.
You
Dude,
moonwalk?
I have a whole bit.
You moonwalk down the
moonwalk
fucking
back.
aisle
So
because
this
of
is
the
how
arrow.
much we're friends. You don't even see the fucking bit. I posted it 3 times. This great because I talk exactly that. I said how many people got tired of fucking following the arrows that you just walk backward down the wrong way. And if someone came down, you're like, oh, that's just the olives. I'm looking for the olives.
Oh, I ran past. I was already in this aisle.
Yeah. And then you get behind an old lady and you're fucking stuck because you can't go around them and they're fucking just sitting there, you know. And I'm
Yeah.
fucking, I was losing my shit.
6 feet.
The 6 feet, the plexiglass, and then you go to pay, and the fucking bag boy is unprotected. Remember in the beginning?
Yeah.
She was protected. Fuck
Yeah.
the bag boy, right?
Yeah, fuck 'em, dude.
He's just like, oh, bagging your shit, you know.
Well, you know, they need to work too.
Bro, he's 95.
He's collateral. They're collateral. You know what you signed up for.
But he was the most vulnerable. And I do the whole thing. You know, he's got a World War II veteran hat on, right? He's fucking, he's
Thank you for
over
your
there.
service.
Yeah.
Maybe he wants to fucking go. He's tired of it. Be like, fuck it. Just cough in my mouth. Just fucking do it.
I'm telling you, they were trying to kill the fucking bag boys.
That's what it is.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Well, dude.
they-
And that's why we have the robots that check us out now?
Now they're just that's
Kermit got yelled at for not knowing how to check himself out of Publix.
Which time?
The one times that you're doing it wrong. It's like, then you fucking do it.
Oh, yeah. I'm buying it. She's like, oh, no, you gotta type in the numbers. I'm like, bitch, you type in the numbers. I don't work here. She's like, then she gets the attitude. Ugh. I'm like, bitch, what the hell?
I don't use them. I don't really use the self checkout because I don't want to be the ad. First of all, you buy alcohol, you got to get the fucking person to come over anyway. Then you got to fucking look up bananas.
I hate that part, dude.
Yeah,
what the
produce.
fuck? I gotta search for what kind of fucking tomato this is and shit. Dude, that fuck all that shit,
Exactly.
dude. Everything's a lime. Every fucking thing I get is a lime, dude. It's a fucking 4-pound lime.
Everything's a lie.
Daddy's got a steak, lime.
Whatever the first one is on the thing. has a
Loss prevention
boing, boing,
comes by.
boing.
It's like, just a lot of limes here.
Yeah, there's a
A whole
How do
different-
they not lose more money? I wonder because if I was a fucking thief, I would take 2 things at once. And I would scan the one, so the fucking bitch heard the beep, and I'd put
Put both in the bag.
Put both
Yeah.
in the bag. You could really rip them off. I don't
It's
see.
no, you can. It's just who you're with. They might have to fear because I try to do that shit all the time, and my wife's like, "Stop it, stop it." It's like, why? Just fucking. If they're not paying attention.
Did you see Big Tim's video where he went to Five Below? Did
No.
you check yourself out at Five Below too? And he said he got a bag full of stuff and went up there to check out, and he put a Red Lobster gift card in the thing so it looked like he swiped his card and then just walked out with it.
Oh, shit. Really? Oh, my
Can you
goodness.
imagine? So he put that's still stealing. Does he not realize?
Oh, for sure. For sure.
You could still get prosecuted.
I used to do that shit when I actually was with Preacher when we came back from Okeechobee.
Oh,
I told you this story before. I asked him if he was thirsty, if he wanted to stop for a drink. So we stopped at McDonald's and I ordered a couple value meals.
Yeah.
But we were just thirsty. So when I got up to the window, I handed them the card. They handed me the drinks and I drove away. The Preacher's like, what are you doing, dude? And I was like, I just gave him a gift card from an arcade. Like it wasn't an extra. I just wanted a drink. He laughed so fucking hard.
So the drinks were gone.
Yeah.
Took off?
I just took off with the drinks. I didn't even want the food. I just wanted the drinks.
Oh, my
It
gosh.
really is easy to scam. if
Oh,
you're
it's
a
so
scammer.
easy.
That's hilarious.
it's such a good grift, though.
Yeah, it is.
It's
fun.
such a good grift.
It's a high though. That's why like Winona Ryder was stealing shit back in the day. Remember
Oh,
that,
yeah.
she was like kind of a klepto. It's the high of get fucking.
Yeah.
I remember stealing gum when I was a kid, and then I got caught by my parents. Like Freshen Up gum came in like a 12 pack.
Yeah.
So we'd have those winter coats on, like those Parker fucking things, and we would just shove it down the sleeves and the hoods, and we'd just walk right out the fucking King Cullen. And I'm driving down, and you'd empty them out, and I'm fucking going down on my bike, and all of a sudden I hear, my fucking gum is just falling out of my pocket. And then I'm like, fuck! And my brother Keith, he's like a year older. He kind of instigate the shit, He's like, yeah, you're fucking losing your gum, man.
And your parents snitched you out?
No, we would hold all the gum in like a hiding spot. My mom fucking found like my stash. I want to say
Stash of
fifth
gum.
grade, yeah.
This motherfucker had like stacked like
Fifth,
kilos.
yeah, I never fucking stole again.
Did you
Guilty.
try and resell them in school?
Yeah, my brother would sell.
Of course.
Like back then, you sold a piece for a quarter. Like you go to school, people buy a piece of gum for a quarter. So you got the whole pack. My brother would actually buy gum for like what was it, 50 cents for a pack, and then he'd sell 7 pieces.
This
for
is
it.
such an
individually?
up north shit, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I did it with blow pops.
Sounds like gangs
Did
of
you?
New
You
York.
go to Sam's, you buy a shitload of blow pops.
Yeah.
Because in New York, you would buy the chocolates and candies and stuff like that, and then you go to the Subway and make up a story about, hey, we're going to Paris for a basketball team, and we're trying to get money, and it's like, motherfucker, you're 32. What the fuck? What? Yeah, dude. New York's a whole different thing. So it's weird. It's like I don't see that type of hustle, but every kid in high school they have their own little corner that they sell, or their own line.
They fucking
in the
it
train.
was almost like a drug deal, and then if they got caught, the teachers would get in trouble. But it was like fucking business.
See, I was more philanthropic. I'm going to use that word a bunch now that you said it. But I worked at a pizza store that had a vending machine, and they had the little circle keys where you could open it up to stock the vending machines.
Yeah.
I would take that to the high school and open up all the vending machines so people could fucking take all the money and drinks out of that shit.
It was a universal key.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Jeez.
that's good.
Just open it up.
crime.
Open it up. Fuck. Oops. Oops. It was stuck. I just wanted my one drink.
You never got? Did you ever get
This
it?
guy, he's got the fucking Spanish on that. Fucking-
He does actual fucking crimes.
Yeah, you're doing actual crimes.
Yeah, and I drive around drinking, like, whoa, shit, oops.
I go to that Carvana, I get that fucking vending machine of cars. I get a fucking
Just pull
car,
it
I
out.
pull it out.
One time I had to kill a guy because he saw it. And he was like, wait, what?
Danny's dining table, the ATM machine. What the fuck is this?
I'm still trying to crack it.
Fucking ATM.
Did you ever get in trouble with the law when you were young?
No, I learned my lesson pretty quick.
Good Catholic boy?
Yeah, I had a lot of Catholic guilt if I stole. Even when I stole the gum, I felt bad. I go, oh God, but I'm eating that fucking Freshen Up.
That was good. It was good. Yeah, it tastes good.
Once the flavor's gone, it's like, God, it wasn't worth it. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
Yeah, it's so
Please
true.
forgive my sins.
It's fucking terrible, man.
Oh, man. You did that play, Bart.
Oh yeah, the Bart Drive Boys.
That was only one show?
Yeah. What
happened?
We had it set up for 2 at the theater, so it was basically the chronological events of my life from birth until I think 7th grade. I was gonna do 3 of them, right?
Time.
Chronological.
Did you say from birth? Like you're like doing a scene of your mom getting.
I came out of my mom's vagina!
Hello,
Just
world.
wiping all the stuff off.
Okay.
How it starts.
I'm new to this confusing time.
You're such a dick.
This motherfucker hit my ass. I got him clipped.
Let me explain. By birth, I mean
Your childhood.
From my
Okay.
from actual birth. When I was born, I had this monstrous fucking head.
Oh
Like I was born, and right away, my brothers and my brother nicknamed me Egghead, right? Because I had this fucking huge head. So from
Was
the
your mom
minute I was
okay?
born, my mom had 8 kids, bro.
Oh.
All of them
Oh, yeah.
natural.
Wow.
No C-section.
Yeah, she was fine.
Oh, are you the last one?
I'm the last one.
Fuck. So you ruined.
it
After
up.
that, she
Tore
said,
it up.
"Fuck it." We were going
I
for.
tore it up.
We were going for a baseball team. We stopped at 8.
She had a hysterectomy right after.
You dragged it out.
I took it out like a fucking parachuter, right? So I go from like growing up in Long Island, New York, how everybody had nicknames. So I went from like birth, you got a nickname from the deformity you had. Like, so people weren't so fucking like sensitive.
Yeah.
Whatever your fucking
Right, of
physical
course.
feature.
Yeah.
Whatever flaw you had
Right, that's
was what they called
they
you, period.
exploited.
Dean
Exactly.
Egghead. Dino Egghead.
Yeah, Dino
Eggo
Egghead.
Dean.
Yeah, so it's fucking
Like Pedro
you know,
be like Pedro Lurch or Pedro
right.
Bigfoot. Bigfoot
they,
Lima.
Yeah, they might call
Yeah.
him Bigfoot because he's so big.
Yeah, Kermit. Hey, little ball spot. Hey, come here, little ball spot.
Hey, catcher's mitt, Pedro. Hey, how's it going?
We had one guy named Lumpy in our neighborhood. They used to call him Lumpy, and he had. But now, you know, you look back now in hindsight, it's like, man, that fucking dude had some kind of a disease, and we're all yelling Lumpy, and then and he would fucking run after us. And we were little kids, so if you got caught, you're fucked.
Oh no.
Yeah. Did you have a stuttering kid? Did you have a stuttering kid in your neighborhood? In my neighborhood, we did, and I didn't know that you weren't supposed to make fun of it. And like one
did?
night, he just couldn't get a word on. Like he got pissed, dude. He chased me for like 2 fucking blocks. I made it to my house. Like I shot in. This motherfucker was like seething. Like
And then he just started knocking on doors. Stuttering.
rerun, relax, rerun.
Yeah, fucking rerun.
It's always like rerun, remix.
I've told this story before to friends. When I was like 7 or 8, my brother got married, shotgun wedding, got his girl pregnant. My oldest brother, one of my older brothers, Mark, and fucking the girl who he was marrying had a Down syndrome sister. So back then, yeah, fucking.
Yo, what are you doing? What are you doing? What? Hey,
No, but
are you trying to get us canceled? You can't smirk on that.
Oh, I got allergies. I got allergies.
like now it's special needs Downs, right? But back then they actually called it mongoloid, right? So the person had mongoloid.
Yeah.
I swear to God, it's the 70s,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So like I have kids, you have kids, you have
Yeah,
kids, yeah.
yeah.
So you know now if you go to a party and you know there's going to be a special needs or a kid with autism, you would tell your kids, listen, there's going to be a very special kid there. You know, don't stare. It's gonna might feel weird.
Don't feed them the pennies.
It's fucked up, but
Oops.
damn it, kids don't fucking know. So we were sitting out front while they come over with this back then mongoloid fucking kid, right? And they drop her, and she was, you know, there's levels of Downs, right?
Yeah.
She was down, man, and she
Elevator down.
She was ground level.
she was. I don't know how the functioning level works, but she was nice.
Yeah.
But they drop her in, and she's like, they didn't tell us nothing.
Right,
So we're
right.
5, kids, and
No,
then they
surprise!
Drop, it's like, here's a social grenade, and we're all like, and she's like, ah! and my fucking buddy, one of my best friends, his nickname was Ching Wong Sao because he looked Chinese. But he wasn't. I swear to God.
What a great name.
Ching Wong Sao.
Ching Wong
To
Sao.
this day, my brother, he'll see him as adults. He'll go, hey, Ching Wong, what's going on? But he fucking starts laughing at her. This girl got up and just fucking, I mean, like, blah, 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 just started beating the fuck out of my friend. I mean, fucked him up.
Damn.
And then let out that Down syndrome scream, like,
Right.
And that
But
strength.
I'm not being upset. She's strong as shit.
Right.
Yeah.
We were like, what the fuck? We're 7, you know, and it's not making fun of it, but like the difference between
You don't know. As a kid, you don't
have no
know.
idea.
That's why they say kids are horrible, is because they have no social like limits or anything like that.
Right.
They just, they overstep that line.
Right.
And then you, as a parent, you got to be, hey, stupid. You
But-
can't.
Stupid. Right, what are you doing?
Sometimes it's just too funny when you see your kid, like when your kid sees their first midget and they don't know, they're like,
Yeah.
Yo, that face of confusion.
Yeah.
Yo, when Kermit walked into my house. Fuck you. My kids are like, is that what's wrong with him? It's
Fuck
like, no, that's his
you.
height. Is he supposed to be smaller than mom's? Like, things, different sizes, baby.
the whole world.
I'm gonna hit you over the fucking head with that Snoop Dogg wine.
Yeah, this bullshit wine.
Hey, I bought it for
It's
you.
supposed
buddy.
to be.
That's
It's supposed to be a good wine.
It's authentic Italian Snoop Dogg wine.
This is a good wine.
It's supposed, like, people brag about
It's a
it.
Cali Ross. This is fucking
Look at your
trash.
face.
You know about
all,
wine?
yeah.
You know about wine?
I know what wine I like and what wine I don't like. I've tried, wine that's like real expensive, tastes like shit.
Yeah.
And people get offended. They're like, this tastes like shit.
Yeah.
Well, it's a $300 bottle. Well, you're a
Pounds.
fucking idiot. This horse shit.
It might
with
taste
Snoop
good.
Dogg- It's just something about that picture doesn't say, oh, I want to try that Vino. This makes me want to club somebody over the fucking head and take their wallet.
Let me see that bottle.
Look at the fucking picture, bro. I get it's his label, his brand, but this guy is no longer
It
gangster.
makes you.
He's a connoisseur.
It makes me want to like talk to bitches.
He's a connoisseur.
Connoisseur. Wine
Proceeds
connoisseur.
proceeds going to Black Lives Matter.
there you
That's
go.
why you don't like it.
Oh my God, he ain't giving that shit. You think Snoop Dogg's giving the Black Lives Matter? He's not a fucking idiot.
Are you trying it?
It's going to his kids' Black Lives that matter. He's giving that to them.
Let's go try it.
That's what was it?
No, I didn't bring any more cups.
Are there any in the closet there? You fucking.
Wow, it smells horrible
And I
already.
can tell by the color, it looks like Boone's Farm fucking wine from when we were kids. You bought it 7-Eleven.
It tastes just like Boone's Farm.
Can I taste it?
Yeah.
I trust you.
There you go. I trust. Put it in Pedro's puke jar.
You can even the smell. It smells like the candy wine.
Yeah. It's
Oh, it's fucking terrible. it's like drinking a Jolly Rancher.
Hey,
with
Snoop
fucking
Dogg,
wine.
we love you.
You think he's drinking that? I did the thing the other.
how great it would be Snoop Dogg has a diss song for Dean because of this.
Hey, whatever helps the
Yeah,
mind. You know what I mean?
motherfucker.
Whatever gets me on the map.
You don't like my wine, motherfucker.
1, 2, 3 into the 4. Fuck Dean and suck my dick, bro. Whoa, what the fuck?
Listen, it's harder for me to see the gangster guys. It's like when even like Pesci now and De Niro, they're fucking old. Like Snoop, Snoop doesn't even drink the Coronas. He's always passing them out on the beach. He never takes a sip.
If they pay you
I'll shove that Corona up my ass.
that's what I'm saying.
Do a fucking handstand.
If your agent calls you, hey Dean, listen, I know it's a different time, but we're doing a new campaign because everybody is included. We're gonna shoot a new Tampax commercial, and we want you to be like the head person on this. Well, fuck you! I'm not gonna fucking do it. It pays $3 million. It's a 4-year campaign.
How do I unwrap this fucking thing?
Where does
Does it go in my ass? Does it go in my ass? I don't mind it.
Dean's wearing it like fucking iPads and shit.
Does it matter which direction? I'm like,
bleed on me, motherfuckers?
I understand the fucking business side.
Yeah.
It always makes, but like that wine, I could tell just by the.
Oh no, it's terrible.
How much was that bottle of wine?
$6.
it came with the ragu.
I gotta fucking drink coffee to get that wine taste out of my mouth.
You got any Myers rum in that coffee?
No, this is just black
Just
coffee.
black, yeah.
Like fucking Dunkin' Donuts, bought at the store, and make it at home.
Yeah.
Before I left, Pop is like, "You making coffee?" He was pissed the guy didn't make eggs this morning.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
He's a creature of routine.
He likes the eggs in the fucking bagel, and but I buy the ones I can't go to the bagel store every fucking day.
Yeah.
But he's eating a lot of. The guy's 91. He just got his first COVID shot last week.
Oh, you did? How you like it?
Yeah, he fucking drama.
But you got yours?
Fuck no.
No.
Why?
Here.
What's wrong?
I just don't want it.
I don't want it either.
I'm gonna get. Listen, I'm not saying I won't get it, but this fucking 6 months, man. Let's give it a year. In my opinion, I don't know how you guys feel. Give it a year.
I'm
I'll
with
see
him.
what happens.
I don't want to admit that that's exactly what I think.
Yeah.
I'm just saying a year.
I
I don't like anything for 6 months. It's like you got to live with a person for a year.
First of all, I hate needles, and
I
I hate needles. I hate the doctor. I hate waiting in lines, and then I hate becoming
Everything you hate.
And then I hate becoming autistic after I get a vaccine. I'm fucking sick of it. I'm fucking sick of it.
Yeah.
Pedro
I got it.
Yeah. Pedro ran in line.
Here's my train of thought.
He's pre-diabetic.
That's
You got it, right? You are, right?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Kind of bullshit. What kind of bullshit is this? What are we doing here? This is a new fucking clip now? This is gonna make the fucking clip run? You son of a fuck.
I saw you fucking. But tell me why you ran the game.
I don't give a shit. Is why I took it.
You don't give a shit.
I don't. I in my head, I'm gonna live to 60, and that's gonna be it. So I was like, dude, I've done fucking so much drugs. I've bought ecstasy out of a fucking nightclub, out of a fucking dude I just met that I just realized that he was selling at one point. I've done copious amount of fucking shit. I've eaten out of a fucking bodega.
Wait, what's wrong with that?
You don't know how long that meat's been there.
It's true.
Those motherfuckers don't give a shit.
Hey, bodegas are great, guys. Don't shit on a bodega.
No, everybody knows this shit.
But
I'll
did you have
get
any
it.
side effects?
I drank this Snoop Dogg wine.
Yeah, that's probably gonna kill you. I don't know. A year, right?
I'll get it. I don't need.
Not
I
right
don't
now.
feel like I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta go like as soon as I can. Like I just don't.
I mean, people are still getting COVID from it because Bill Maher
He had the
got
shot and got it.
and got it.
8 Yankees, right?
And the thing is it's not that you don't get it. It's just that the effects of it is not
It's
going to
better.
be
Yeah.
as hard. So it's like a flu shot kind of deal.
I never got the flu
I've
shot.
never had a flu shot.
I've never had a
You're
flu
really
shot.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
I got a
Now, listen,
shingle shot.
You got the shingles?
I had a shingles. And my doctor's like, that's weird.
How old are you?
Exactly.
Did you ever have chicken pox?
Very late. So they're like, oh, that's weird. And they gave me a fucking shingle shot, and I haven't gotten shingles since. But
How old were you when you had chickenpox?
chicken pox? Middle school. So late.
That's not late.
Most of the people that I know got it in elementary.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it in high school.
Jesus.
You got it in high school?
I got
late.
chickenpox in 10th grade.
For real?
Chickenpox can make you sterile, too.
Yeah, well, fucking,
that didn't work.
My fucking kids are here.
I was like,
Yeah.
I
You must have been a fucking loser in elementary and middle school.
Jesus.
To have,
nobody would go around.
to have
in Puerto
never
Rico.
had a
I
friend.
didn't know anybody in Puerto Rico that had fucking chickenpox. Otherwise, the parents will
That's a good
fucking
point,
send the kids
No,
together.
that's true. Can chickenpox get to islands?
I
We
mean,
don't have
they
squirrels.
They had chicken pox in Puerto Rico. You were just a
They
giant
did.
fucking kid.
They
one
did. No,
played
I
with you.
grew. I grew in 9th grade. That's when I did the whole
okay,
stretch.
so you were normal size, right?
Yeah, my kids haven't had
normal
my kids.
size.
My kids haven't had chickenpox.
They haven't?
Well,
They got the chicken
Did
pox.
they get
vax,
vaccinated,
though? My kids
though?
were vaccinated.
I hope.
They got
Is there a
vaccinated.
vaccine for it?
Yeah. There's a
Your
vaccine
kids-
now.
Oh,
They
I
would
didn't
have
fucking
it.
know.
My kids will never. I actually was talking to my kids about it. Like, this is the worst thing that could ever happen, and they saved your life, and you don't have to deal with it anymore. And they were like, okay,
Yeah. Chickenpox
Yeah.
is the worst. You had chickenpox?
Yeah, I did.
It's
I
the
mean,
fucking
that
worst.
shit
dude.
sucks.
we had a family, 8 kids. We fucking was.
I had it in my.
everybody.
I had them in my scalp. That was where they were the worst, dude. It was the
I remember
worst.
the first one that popped up. I thought it was a pimple. I
you
was like,
popping in and shit.
dude, I popped it and I was like, oh! And then all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. I was like, fuck, dude, all over.
Isn't it weird how your body will fucking do? That's why I don't want to. That's why I'm going to wait on the vaccine. The Johnson & Johnson one we have heart issues in our family.
Yeah.
I got a brother die of a heart attack at 40. My sister had sudden cardiac death at 51, and she got revived. So I'm like, unless they force me to take this motherfucker, I don't want to be the ones to take. Because I know it's small,
Right.
but motherfuckers are dying, and I don't want to be the one like, oh, fucking Dean was right. He had that fucking, you know?
Wait, hold on. Your sister died and came back?
Yeah, she was that big.
How many questions did you motherfuckers ask her? It's like, what did you see?
Yeah,
What you see?
did. We would
Yeah, of course.
She didn't really say much. She said it was just she doesn't really remember.
It was beautiful.
Yeah,
It was rows and rows of pasta. cloudy pasta. Chef Boyardee was there. Mario.
Frankie Sinatra was serenading me. It was gorgeous.
Willie Blue Eyes was there.
Willie Blue Eyes.
They played The Godfather all night long.
That's fucking sudden cardiac. That's a real shit. Like if there's not a defibrillator there, you're gone.
Yeah.
So she lucked out.
Damn.
I mean, she ended up passing of cancer a few years after. But
Oh,
like,
Jesus.
she had-
Jesus
Dean,
Christ.
had a bad
Way to
time.
pick up the
Dean.
room, Dean.
We're talking about that.
Drink some of this Snoop Dogg wine.
Shit, dude. I thought she was alive.
She would laugh at this. She was
no.
my closest sibling. One of my
right.
closer siblings. My two sisters were the best.
Where was she when the heart thing happened? Like
At bingo, motherfucker. Yeah.
bingo.
Yeah.
Oh, they definitely have
Yeah, she was at-
defibrillators
yeah.
there. They have one in each chair. You have to wire up just to get a card.
My sister Karen and I talk about it all the time because then after she had it, they wanted us all to get tested, send these two things up your leg, go into your heart, and fucking race your chambers to see if you have the condition. I'm like,
Is that what they do in your
Yeah.
leg?
You know, in bingo, Danny.
Oh.
You know in bingo how they do call outs and shit like that. Someone's going to heaven. 067. Oh shit! Oh, get Martha.
what do you think? You know,
Yeah, fucking Gertrude was mad because she didn't get to call bingo when because this other fucking selfish bitch died right next to her.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I guarantee you, those people don't fuck around at bingo
Because it delayed the game a little
No,
bit.
they're serious.
And they went. I guarantee you, as soon as they took my, because when she came back, they all gave her a round of applause.
There's some old
Well,
twat.
you know, they were like, "I'm fucking waiting." You know?
Come on, just call it.
Next number.
fucking number.
Dude, I was at bingo with her because I'd always go with her because she liked to do it. She was going through her treatments and shit, and we'd laugh at the bingo people, and I'm sitting from this old guy, had to be like 80, with his wife, and every time they go, 069, the guy looks right at me, he goes, dinner for two. I look at my sister, did that motherfucker just say dinner for two? I fucking died.
Hilarious.
Every single time?
Every time.
Every time.
That's a great
That's
fucking
great.
line, dude.
Dude, I fucking died. And it's that New York accent. He sounds like, one of the he sounds like the aardvark from fucking Pink Panther. Don't know for two. Fucking died, man.
Oh my
I
god,
never
dude.
heard fucking. I'm like, what the? And it's nasty. Old people like talking 69.
Yeah, dude. But you know, that's the Villages.
That's
is,
instant death.
is thanks to Viagra. They have a
are,
fucking second run.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm against it because if I'm still wanting to do it, I'll take that.
You ever get pops of Viagra and let them loose at the fucking Villages? Let them fucking go.
He's like he'll do his fucking shit. like today was supposed to be shower day, right? I was like, Dad, we'll just do it tomorrow because I have to system, right? I'm not washing his balls or anything.
Yeah.
But he has to because he forgets he's got age appropriate dementia, so he can't wear his hearing aids in there. So when I'm in the thing, he's like, what do I do? What next? But he's not like real bad. It's they lose routine steps. Like,
Yeah.
So I want to brush my teeth, but I forgot to put the toothpaste on.
I got you, I got you.
But his long term and the other shit is great. So I'm yelling. He's got his chair. He's holding onto the bar like a fucking silverback. Cause my dad's big,
Yeah.
Big guy.
And he's like, "What?" I go, "You gotta wash your balls." He's like, "What?" And I'm putting the soap into the washcloth, and he's like, "All right, what next?" I go, "Now wash your ass." And then I got the fucking thing off the thing, and I'm hosing him down. He's like, "I feel like a fucking puppy over here." It's comical, but he's like, he gets mad because he's like, you get older, you fucking pet. This is what you learn when you take care of a pet. It's like he's like, "I can't even find my dick. How am I gonna watch it?" And I'm like, "Pop, you gotta fucking watch yourself, And then he gets like, I'll leave the house, and he'll be like, "Hey, go bang some young chick for me, will you?" He said that last week. I was like, "That's fucking weird. I'm not banging anybody."
You got it, Pops.
I'm going to the game with your daughter.
We're going to bingo, dude.
I go be with a chick. This one's for my dad.
That's your pickup line.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, my pop wants me to bang
my
you.
Pops, you're a very attractive lady.
How great of a pickup line would be? Like,
It'll
hey,
make my
listen,
father proud.
My dad's 91. He's has dementia. He's asking me.
Give me some of that pug.
Yeah, because you can't say
Let me
age
smash
appropriate. You gotta
that.
go
Let me
full blown.
smash that. Yeah. You got to make it real
Yeah,
dramatic
real
and shit
dramatic.
like that.
My dad's just off his fucking rocker. It's been hard.
Oof.
Literally.
That fucking dude's the champ.
You're a saint, bro.
Yeah.
When I hear stories about this,
Yeah.
I freak out because I
Your
work.
father's not going to let you wash his
Oh,
balls.
bullshit. He would do
He only
it.
got one.
Exactly. That one speed bag I gotta wash.
Well, what it is, it's Italians, Latinos, I think even African American, like
Pride.
the pride in that fucking thing.
Of course.
I had to get. I said, listen, either we're gonna bring someone in, and because they have wash people, like when my mom was sick.
Right.
we had a lady come in, and my mom was like, I don't like the way she handled me. My mom was fucking pissed when she came out.
Get him a guy.
We'll figure out something. My daughter, my mother did not want.
Yeah.
My mother was 8 kids, real Catholic up until the last like few years of her life, where she was just like, I don't even know if this is bullshit. You know what I mean? My mom was funny at the end.
I hope it's fucking all these Sundays add up.
She was the best, but like a saint of a woman, but like did not want another person washing her.
Of course
Even
not.
when she had her broken hips, like it took everything for her to get the person to come in and help her wipe and all that, because she was just humiliated. And then she was like, it was just one of them things. But when your parents get older, because my parents had me late, so my oldest brother is 17 years older than me.
Oh.
So he's, they're old.
Oh, so you were the oops with capital O's.
My mother was on birth control when she had me.
Oh,
and they also, when she got pregnant, the fucking military doctor, wherever she went to, gave her a shot, basically the morning after
COVID.
back then.
Yeah, you already got a microchip in you, dude. You were born with one.
I don't know, bro.
Motherfucker, you fought birth control, military grade fucking.
We got fucking Wolverine in the studio.
They literally said to her, if the fetus survives this, basically you can carry it full term. But I'm like, what the fuck, Mom? Because then I had this left nut. My left nut was aching me when I got my 30s. I do a joke about it in my act, right?
Okay.
That it's called a varicocele. But so I read this article in a medical journal that said women that were in the army from 64 to 71 were given these injections, and it caused an issue with the veins in the testicles.
Oh, my
of the
goodness.
baby. So I go, Mom, what the fuck? Did you get a shot? She goes, they did give me a shot, and they said this. I'm like, all right.
I just kept it a secret until you turned 30. like a superpower. Oh!
Dean's balls all swollen.
God, tell me you open up that. We started talking about the play, and then look where we ended up.
That's right, the play, right. So
You open.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
You did
yeah,
talk about the play.
You open up with birth control and military grade fucking abortion needles.
No, it's a little more open,
Okay.
more friendly. And
No.
I mostly the nicknames in the neighborhood, how we played in the streets, and we used to play in this sump across from our house. We had a thing called a sump, and it was basically a huge hole that the city would build. They put these fucking Dr. Seuss looking trees up around it. Like just fucking weird, and people would like throw their trash in there sometimes, and then the city, the water from the neighborhoods would drain down the sewers into this sump. We'd fucking go play in that shit.
Get the fuck out of
We
here.
would build bridges with the trash, like if there was a couple tires, and we'd see if we could make it across the
Oh,
fucking
my
bridge.
gosh.
And then in the winter, I said it was a whole year thing. Winter would snow. Every kid in the neighborhoods would bring fucking trash cans and shit and slide down there, fucking cardboard boxes like sleds.
Right.
It was fucking weird, man.
How many bodies did the mafia dump in there?
Bro, no shit.
Yeah.
No shit.
It was the 70s. That's what
Somebody told me about the play that you ended. And this is the part that made me laugh.
with the bike.
Yeah. Somebody told me, because we had intentions of going to the fucking play, but you only did it fucking once.
Yeah, we were supposed to do the whole weekend because of COVID was just open.
Oh, it just started?
So we sold, I think, 80 tickets for the first one.
I forget who fucking told me. He goes,
Eugene
yeah,
went-
Dean ends it.
Was it Bowie?
Yeah, I think it was
Because
Bowie.
Bowie was talking to me about
He
it.
gets on a fucking bike. He's like, get the fuck out of here.
He just rides off to
He
the
just
sunset.
rides on- I would love to see that fucking ending shot of this motherfucker in a mongoose.
The whole idea of the bike was like I was talking about how like when we were growing up, fucking a bike was a big present. Like it was a birthday or Christmas. It wasn't just a Tuesday on fucking in April. Like because now kids will get a bike.
So your brand new car. It's your new car.
It's exactly what it is, right? So I do this whole thing how it had to be Christmas. You had to ask for it, and originally I wanted the bike to come down from the sky and sit there, but they couldn't put it together.
Pee Wee Herman.
That's exactly what I thought about.
Yeah, no, that's true. It's like it's fucking assistant.
Let's dance, everybody.
That's how he ends the show.
Stop fucking with my childhood. no, because when I was a kid, I wanted to be a stuntman. That was my first dream. Like, because I
Evel
saw
Knievel.
Really?
I saw Hooper. You ever see the movie?
Yeah,
Hooper?
yeah, yeah, Burt
You ever see
Reynolds.
Hooper? Great fucking movie. When I was like, I love this. So I'm fucking like, I'm gonna be a stuntman.
Hold on, you never saw fucking Hooper. Shut up.
You know what I thought?
He
I nodded, and then
Shut up.
I nodded, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go. You know what
He's
I
a
thought?
big
You know,
bullshitter, bro.
you know what movie I thought he was talking about? Turner and Hooch with fucking Tom Hanks and the fucking dog. I was like, yeah, and I was like, wait a second, that's the wrong movie. And then I was like, fuck it, just let it go.
It's a bus stunt.
You've seen Hooper.
I've never seen it.
Oh, okay.
That's how I know this motherfucker's never seen this dumb shit. You've
seen it.
I've seen Hooper.
It's been a while.
I know what
Burt Reynolds.
I know what it is, but I know he's never
Yeah, with Burt
seen it.
Reynolds and the other girl.
Shut up.
The other guy. It's a fucking. It's a.
But a stuntman.
Yeah, he's a stuntman.
Yeah, Hooper.
Sonny Hooper. That was his name.
Sonny Hooper.
Fuck it, I was my movie, man. So as soon as I saw that movie, I was like, I want to be a stuntman. So I'd fucking go on the first story of our house and jump off the roof without a fucking thing. I'm like really fucking doing crazy shit. Take my bike. I got it up on my dad's car, like fucking on the trunk of his car. And I go, my brother's like, yeah, right off the trunk, you know? And I'm like, so I fucking didn't realize you had to pull the handlebars up when you pedal and you got to do a little pull.
Yeah.
I fucking went, boom, right in the fucking driveway, face first. There you go. Yeah, my brother Keith, yeah.
Teeth.
Oh, my teeth, yeah.
Did they-
Fucking, nah, just a little chip.
Little chip.
Fucking head injuries out the ass. But, you know. And that dream was my dream for a long time, to be a stuntman.
How did you come across like, fuck it, I'm gonna do comedy?
Yeah, like how did this story?
Was
get
it
here?
stand up first and then comedy, or was
acting?
it acting?
Oh, acting.
Yeah, what the fuck did I just say?
Is it
Yeah, I don't
stand-up
know.
first?
What?
It's that fucking wine, dude. Give me
is
that
the-
fucking
Eat it, dude.
boo-boo.
It was, I tell you how it all started was I was going to college at Daytona State. It was Daytona Community College first, and then I went to UCF. You were automatically accepted in the UCF if you got a 2-year degree from Daytona
What were
State.
you studying?
I was a liberal arts major. I was
Okay.
going to go into physical therapy because I was running a gym. Like I managed a health club, and then I wanted to play for UCF football, and I had some injuries, but I was pretty good. And I tried out for so I went to the training camp shit, and I was going to make the team, but you needed health insurance, and I was just coming off my parents. So I was like, fuck, I don't have the money. And then I got into acting right then. I took a class, and then I went on my first audition for Nickelodeon for a show called Welcome Freshman. It was like this old show. I did like 6 episodes and booked it. And I got that adrenaline rush. I was like, I want to fucking act.
Right.
So then I had done comedy, I think a month or 2 before that, a contest in Daytona. I was working at the gym. People were like, you should try that, dude. You're always telling the stories about your dad. And I loved comedy. Like Eddie Murphy's Delirious. I fucking had memorized as a kid, and fucking Rodney Dangerfield and Carlin. Those were the fucking ones I like. So I was like, I want to fucking do it. So I went down and fucking I'd never been on stage, never wrote a joke, just had my premises. First joke bombed, and then it was at the Hilton where they're doing the Bonkers now. They got the Hilton there. That was, it was called Waves Nightclub, and they would stop all the dancing and people trying to get laid at midnight.
Oh my gosh.
And they said it's Saturday Night Live, and the winner of the contest over the 2 months would go to a taping of Saturday Night Live for the prize.
No shit.
So they would,
That's a good deal.
Isn't
I
that
guess.
crazy? Yeah, it was back in the heyday too. It was pretty good then, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna go do it." So you prepare 3 minutes. First joke bombed, and then from there I made fun of myself. Did the next 3 premises and fucking won $50. 2 cassette tapes. I won more money than it pays on a feature gig today.
Yeah, ain't it amazing?
And that was like what the fuck year was that? 92.
God
And,
damn, $50.
Fuckers.
$50 and 3 cassette tapes from the radio station. And I got home. I swear to God, I remember my mother and my father were at the table, and they're like, "How'd you do?" I go, "I freaking won." And they're like, "Really?" And I knew exactly I wanted to do this forever. Or until, I always say I'll keep doing comedy until, I don't want to be a bitter comic on stage or just angry.
Too late.
Not right.
Too late. I was gonna say, too late.
I'm not talking about social issues or
Too late.
society.
I've seen your rants when somebody goes after you.
And I seen your set. It gets a little bit mean.
Listen.
The best is like, I forget what it was. I'm not gonna say names, but there's somebody out there. I forget what the issue was, but when he gets on the fucking keyboard and goes, I'm sorry that you're a failed fucking feature and blah 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 blah, and then the other guy said something else, and it feels like you do copy and paste with the same insults, but you just changed the name.
Well,
He has it saved on his notes. He just copies and pastes.
Yeah.
the thing thing.
I bet he doesn't even know who the fuck he sends it to.
I do too. That's Devin Siebold when I fucking sent that.
Okay.
I know exactly what I fucking said.
Okay.
And I was drunk when I said it. And then I was like fucking, I'm telling you, I know you fucking guy cocksucker. I don't hate, everybody's like, oh, you hate Devin. I don't hate Devin. There were certain things that happened in that thing and certain things he told me about a radio host that were, from what I know, false now. And I look like an asshole to that guy. And I apologize to him privately. But with Devin, I didn't... Devin never would come on my page if I posted a funny video or a funny sketch bit that I did or whatever that got, good thing. Never complimented. Only when he saw something he disagreed with. And those are those trolls that go on, they just see...
Let me poke.
Exactly. So, and I'm like, all right, I'll take your fucking bait. So so then he posted something about, I forget what it was. And I said, oh, thank God you're not teaching our kids anymore. That's what I wrote. And then he came back with something and he goes, well, that's why you're fucking 25 years in the business with nothing to show for it. And you sit around watching Fox News with your father or something like that. And I'm like, first of all, I don't watch Fox News with my father. He just has it on and off and on and off.
Yeah.
I said, I'm proud of my fucking career. I can point to and I said, I've never gone on fucking Facebook and begged for money while I had season tickets to the marathon. And I'm not being a dick.
No, it's facts.
You're gonna
it's
say
facts.
Yeah,
it's facts.
So I'm not saying anything that people don't know, and I'm not. Listen, that's all on you and your conscience. No. I couldn't ask people for their hard-earned money while I'm going to a fucking game every other week. And I was like, and I still don't hate the guy. I think he's a great writer. He's funny, but he's not who I'm going to hang out with. We weren't friends. And he goes, I can't believe you were like two-faced this whole time. I'm like, this whole time. I'm like, motherfucker, I helped create kind of a talk show thing, the Real Laughs thing, while my mom was sick. And I'd leave the hospital every Monday to go do this thing, and James was great, and Miguel and Shereen, they weren't part of it then. But I was in New York. Like, we took a break after like 8 weeks, so I'm in New York. I hate to fucking air this shit, but whatever. And I didn't even get a fucking call. I see a post. Proud to,
You out.
Not even a text to say, hey,
I didn't even know
that
you were on the show. I didn't even know.
It was me, James, Dirty Jim, and Devin.
Oh, shit.
There was no guarantee of a job from Dirty Jim or any of that, but with Devin, we were talking about Real Laughs.
Yeah.
And I assumed I was in, I spent all this time. We would do these little riffs. We'd write bits. We would, basically practice.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, I'm going to go to New York for a month, do some shows, and be with my sister because her treatment stopped working, and we knew what was on the table. And I'm sitting there with her after a session of chemo, and I'm looking at my Facebook, and I see proud to fucking this.
Oh,
and I'm like, what the fuck? I've lost bigger jobs, like series on TV in LA. I can take rejection.
But this one felt a little personal.
It did, because I thought we were all friends. And I thought, Devin was the one that facilitated the whole thing. And he should have sent me a text or a call and said, hey, man, it just went this way. These two are the contest winners from the show, so they thought it'd be a better fit. No problem. I get it.
Maybe in the future we'll figure something out.
I would have been fine with it. Never heard a fucking thing.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I've never listened to a single episode, regardless of who's been on cast.
I'll be honest. I've tried.
I've tried to listen
and
to
I've texted these guys and be like, I can't do it.
And it's not even that I'm not on it.
It's because I'm not on it.
I know.
No, it's just certain comedy kind of thing. Like, I grew up in a different, like, me and Danny bonded like strong on this.
Right.
We listened to Opie and Anthony in New York when they were like neck and neck with Howard.
Yeah.
And that's our style of fucking comedy that we like and influence. Me and Kermit bonded from listening together like Fighter and the Kid, a podcast.
I thought I was eating tacos.
And I never eaten taco with you. Fuck. You know what I mean? So it's like, but then there's other guys that just have this corny side of comedy kind of thing. And that's fine. You want to do that comedy thing, but it's just not something that clicks.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm okay with that. If I don't click or I'm not right for that conglomerate of comics, I'm cool with it. I've been rejected many a times. I've been through a lot of stuff in life. I'm not going to take offense to it, but I was a little taken back by that. And you know what? I should have got over it probably a lot quicker. If I'm going to roll with my shoulders.
It sounds like you are.
It was a... I really am, but I just when I tell the story, because then I think of
brings
my
it.
sister. I think
You're
of
right
certain
back in
things,
that
right?
place.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
And I think like, man, the time I spent doing that, fuck.
Did you know that you also went off with one of us here in studio?
Was it Kermit? Or you?
I like how it goes. It must have been
Was it
Kermit.
you?
Yeah.
Because Kermit is the
What did you
I have a feeling it was another one of those.
drinking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It read just like that. I was.
You want to read it?
Oh, this is gonna be good.
You guys got it fucking set. You fucks. You motherfuckers.
It was hilarious because he's reading it to me.
I get a 2-drink buffer on.
Dean, when he read it to me, I was like,
I probably didn't
That's
know.
the same shit that he kind of like used on.
I probably didn't know it was because I haven't seen him in forever, so I probably didn't put the name and the face together.
It seemed.
generic.
It was very. There was a lot of generics to it, and then it seemed. There was like
Misremembering.
like straight up. Facts were confused, so I have a feeling
Is this intervention right now?
I don't know.
Just
why.
happened.
Grab a little Snoop
All right,
one.
read the fucking.
The reason I brought it up is because when they said you were coming on, I was like, this is literally the last interaction we had was this thing on Facebook. So I was like, I don't know if we're good.
I like you. I don't fucking have.
No, I know. And
But let's do a little context on it.
So for what it's worth, you did go. You're right, or so, you ended up saying basically, I'm sorry, I didn't. I shouldn't have taken it there.
But let's go with what originated this whole thing was
So
the whole Colin Kaepernick knee thing.
I think it was Colin.
Oh,
yeah, I
okay,
think that's
okay.
what. Or, so somebody had commented on your post about something
Pledge
Kaepernick
Allegiance or something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna teach him patriotism.
And this guy said that he was him and his SEAL buddies would come force some patriotism on you. And I thought, so I commented on it as just basically just like, it's fascism to force patriotism.
Who
on
said? I
somebody.
didn't even see that post.
I don't want to say his name because I don't know him, and I don't want to just out it like that. But so he said me and my SEAL buddies will come force it, and I said, yeah, that's fascism. You can't do that. and then you went on.
And then here comes
I don't even
fucking.
know. Look how long it is. Look how long it is. Dean, that's why I was like, I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened. Dean just fucking went off the wrong
Hang
text.
on, I offered my. Oh wait, what the fuck? Was that when you were doing plumbing?
I still am involved in it.
But you
yeah.
were going to New York, and I was like,
I had thought about it. Yeah. This was back, bro. This was like
what a douche! You haven't hugged or laughed about commonality. You haven't drank.
yeah. It got a little bit.
Let's break one of these cookies on the table.
Let's break
huh?
bread.
bread?
Let's
Yeah.
break bread. I don't even know what those things taste like.
I bet I was. What else did you say that made me think like, oh, this guy's a fucking Nazi? You like
That's here. Let me see it because I took it.
I do take shots at myself and say I got a 780 on my SAT.
Yeah, you did. You did.
I like how it's just like a.
There was. Let me see here.
Well, I apologize for that. There was a lot of unrest in the country, and we were suffering from the first pandemic since 1918. I consumed a lot of alcohol, Danny. And
I didn't hold a grudge. I read it.
Yeah, you're a good
I read
guy.
it and was like, I think this
I
was.
think he's
there was
fucked
more
up.
to this. Yeah.
It's from 2018, so it's pre-pandemic. You don't have that excuse.
Let me see.
What was it before the pandemic?
I don't know.
No, it's during the pandemic, right? No,
I can't remember.
Yeah, who the fuck knows?
Give him that.
But yeah, that was it. No, that was it. Because then I said, let me see here.
I remember talking about moving. I was like, "Oh, my brother's a foreman on the plumbing."
Yeah,
company."
I remember the
And
conversation
I
because
said,
we were in Ocala when it happened.
And I was and I said, "Let me know when you're up there, and if you're in the area, I could get you a fucking."
I'm
in."
jealous. I haven't gotten a long text from Dean cussing me out. I just
You
I just
will.
get a simple "you midget fuck" click.
Danny, you must have been like, "Boy, I thought this fucking guy." What? The
I was like, well, the thing is, you were already making those little wine rants, so I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. I think this is probably just him doing it off
he's
camera.
cooped up in
basically.
the house. He's just fucking fed up.
This is fucking. This is an intervention, isn't it?
No, dude, we've been
Fucking
offering you
Pedro.
fucking.
I didn't know he was gonna bring it up.
Like, you fuck.
I'm all right. with
I
that.
just thought it was fucking hilarious.
The thing is, I could sit here and laugh with you and talk about it.
Yeah,
You're like, oh yeah, I was being a dick right then. Or at this point, maybe
Most-
I was making for
Most people be like, "Fuck that! I don't want to talk to that motherfucker."
No.
fuck
yeah.
Who the fuck is in this?
There was this one guy. I'm on these Jets groups, right, for the Jets, and it was this one black dude in New York. said
There's a
something.
Jets group?
Yeah, it's like a Jets.
What do you guys
fan thing.
talk about? Just
I
eating
just
The
like
New York Jets.
it's a
New Year's
pathetic.
Day. No, I wasn't thinking about the actual airplane. You fuck.
I don't know. You don't watch sports.
I do watch sports.
They just knock around the different ways to kill yourself.
Yeah, really, pretty
It's a
much.
suicide hotline, actually.
it's a shit-
They call it the Jets fans.
Every year is their year. This is their year. We got a good
That's
draft.
exactly what they say every year.
Yeah.
The year. But this guy, he was a cool dude, and he would look at my comedy shit. And then one day, I misread something on an article. No. It was like a medical thing. It wasn't
Classic
like,
Kermit.
It was a total like it was something about immunity to viruses or something like that when all this shit was going on, and and people were getting shamed and all that. And then he said something, and I go no, and he writes back. He goes, no, you're not seeing what I'm writing. And I went, oh, I fucking totally took what you said the other way.
Right.
And then it went into this avalanche, and I said, I really apologize for that. I'm an idiot. And he goes, no.
I got a 780 in my.
It's always
That's his
a good
go-to
night.
to get out.
It's always my good go, because I got a lot of good shit in my brain, and then when it fucks up, I go, I got a 780.
780, dude, yeah.
Twice.
Let me ask you
Twice.
this: how do you feel after a show? People come and give you advice or ideas about, hey, you can do this on your show and stuff like that.
If fucking, I'm not. Listen, I don't. People want to think they know you, so they want to come up, and everybody today wants to be a comic, right?
Yeah.
I just listen. I don't listen to a lot of podcasts, but I listened to Eddie Murphy on Mark Maron's. It was excellent. I suggest DannyDComedy go
Yep,
listen to it.
that's good.
Because Eddie Murphy talks about, like, he was my fucking. I loved his shit. I loved his act outs, and he did something that I was like, we all do it, or a lot of us do. Like he was talking about Dangerfield, saying to him, "Hey kid, you got to stop with the cursing and all that N-word stuff. Tighten it up. You know what I mean?"
You ain't gonna make it.
And then 3 years later at Caesar Palace, he sees him in the bathroom, and Rodney walks up and goes, "Hey, who knew?" Right. And then he goes, "But after that advice," Eddie Murphy's like, and then you're like, thank you. Like after the guy beat you, even Eddie Murphy would take the submissive part on the advice when he was younger and go, "Oh, thanks," because the one guy said, "You got great stage presence, but your material sucks." I heard that when I was fucking by some lady who wasn't even a comic. She taught a comedy class. She's like, "You need to take my class." I'm
Oh,
like, "No."
that's always nice.
I don't want. Yeah. And I go, "What?" She
But
goes,
how you feel about audience members just going up to you and being like, "Hey, why don't you add this to your thing?" Doesn't that like fucking irk you?
It does, because I'm like, did you not enjoy the show? Did you not laugh your ass off? But then, like, I don't ever like I saw Tosh one time when he was coming up, and because he was an Orlando guy, and we did a show together, and some guy goes, "Hey, I want to tell you a joke." Tosh literally puts his hands up in front of the guy's face and walks away. And I was like, that was his thing, and I felt so bad for the guy, because I'm a humanitarian level. I'm like, "Hey, what's the joke?" Here's me. Because I felt terrible for the fucking. He was an old guy. He was like 75, and I was like,
Fuck off, fossil.
He gave him beast mode and went to the sidelines.
But I was a very hard judge on Tosh from that encounter. Not, and then you hear he has social anxiety. But everybody uses that.
Yeah.
Everybody's got social anxiety. He can be an asshole. But we were always friendly. But I never got in on that train of Tosh, jobs when I was in LA, because we just weren't tight like that.
I asked that question because I always had it in my head of people. Like Dr. Fauci comes on TV. Here's a fucking doctor that's been going to school for the longest time, and everybody's just chiming. You don't know shit. You don't fucking know shit about the man. It's like, this is a fucking doctor. Like, I can't even take those courses.
Doctor? My mother had some bad fucking doctors, and people have died from some bad doctors.
Oh,
and the Fauci,
correct.
The Fauci has been a government employee for
Since
over 50 years.
Yeah, dude. Since the AIDS epidemic.
He's corrupt.
He cleared the
They're
AIDS
all
epidemic. We don't have it.
No, it's still there.
No, but it's not as bad as back in the day when you used to go to Fire Island. It's like now you can go to
One
Fire
time,
Island.
84. One time, I was a junior in high school. Fucking judge me. One bad text to Danny, and I'm a fucking villain. What about all the good I did? What about all the good?
What about all the good?
I get what you're saying with Fauci, and I like a lot of the stuff Fauci says, but I also disagree. I also could tell you the dates he said things, like with the mask. On March 18th, he said masks are theater. And believe me, I do believe the masks work when someone's in your face, like when they get up and start, "Yeah, you know what you should do," and they're spitting in your fucking face at a show. Yeah, that's going to save me from the virus. But I'm going to tell you right now, in my opinion, all the stuff I read on masks before that, and then they took a lot of these articles off the internet now. Fauci was against them, but they do something. I definitely think when people are talking,
They
that
keep
close.
spit in your
Exactly.
Yeah.
from going places.
But you tell me
I'm
There's
good
some
with that.
people that are juicy mouth.
Yeah, sure.
And you got a juicy mouth. You need a mask.
Yeah.
You got a juicy mouth, boy.
There are spitters that you're like, Jesus
Yeah.
Oh,
Christ.
dude.
Like when I'm on
And people
stage,
who
I would see the spittle fucking go, and I feel so bad.
Or
for
those people who stand way too fucking close when they talk. And shit. It's like,
After
come
a
on,
show, they're like right there.
Hey, you know I do shut down.
Yeah, like fucking
Jesus
gross.
Christ, dude.
And I got gun shy after I got sucker punched.
That's
time.
right.
I got gun shy on fucking people coming up from it, and I was ready to fucking throw. Because
Who
I'm
the
like,
fuck sucker punched this natural treasure? What the fuck happened?
Oh my God. You have that video?
I have a
The
clip from
fucking
the bar. Yeah,
well,
I'll
hold
show
on.
you guys after.
So the
I can't
fucking
put it out.
Haikido didn't.
You can't put it out
didn't
there.
kick
Yeah,
in?
the fucking hop keto. I didn't want to ruin the guy's fucking.
Oh, fuck that
Fuck
guy.
that guy.
Yeah, I'll
You're
tell
too
you.
Dean,
nice.
You're too nice,
You're
bro.
too nice. Release the
He
vid.
had to go to.
Release the vid.
Fuck.
We want the Snyder cut. We want the Napolitano
Yeah,
cut.
we want the Dean cut.
We want the Dean cut. Where's the no, I'm starting to truth hashtag
Yeah.
of this shit.
Fucking nuts.
Release
I-
the Dean cut.
If I would have did, I should have did it when it happened. But
You can still do it now.
Yeah,
There's
fuck that guy.
timestamp.
I know, but I don't want to. If it gets out,
That bar's not even there anymore. Fuck that place.
He's gonna lose
Well,
his
he-
job at the Bass Pro Shop.
He was an administrator at a college too. this
Oh,
guy,
he
like-
probably died from COVID already.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So
You got punched by a nerd. Fuck that guy, Dean. Bring me that video.
Why the fuck did this happen?
You did. This happened 2000. Well, my sister was my 17.
It was
The first week of 2018.
yeah, I was gonna say 2018 because I know this because I hosted the very next weekend.
Yeah.
Really?
Of where Dean get punched, and they had traffic cones on the stage as if that would stop somebody. And I made a big joke about it. And I see the
Where
man
was this at? Where was this
It was
at?
at it was
The
at
doghouse.
No, the porthole.
the porthole, whatever.
Where?
Yeah.
What city is
The
this?
shithole, South Daytona.
Okay.
Where I started comedy.
Some shit like
I
that.
mean, there's been times, and you've been to the open mics. We've worked together a bunch
Yeah.
back in the day, and there's been times like I go after if somebody's being a douche, especially to the comics. I will rip them to shreds.
Yeah.
Everybody will be laughing at them, and I'll call them whatever. And people have come toward the stage, and I've had friends there like, whoa, back up, you know. I should have been punched probably way before that.
Yeah. Who was your host and feature that night?
It was Vinny Santino.
What
but
a
he was,
pussy.
He was out smoking.
You. Okay.
He was smoking because Vinny can fight, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: it wasn't like
Dean only brings features and hoes that can fight. I know this. A skinny fuck.
Big
I
Tim.
have a tight 20. Who gives a fuck? Can you
He
fight?
got Big Tim Eugene. Fucking.
You know what? Listen, it's one of them ones where you're like, you're the comic up there. The guy, when it was happening, the one girl was heckling all the people before me, the two other comics. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was the grand opening of the fucking club. And the girl was heckling drunk. The guy was just facing the bar drinking. He was in that party. So I didn't even notice him. So I shut her down like 3 times. I mean, just rip her. The audience is dying. She's quiet for a minute, starts talking loud to the guy. So I go now. So then I go, you're at it again. I'm yelling. Now you're talking. I go, he's not even watching the show. I go, hey buddy, you don't go to the movies and stare at the projector and go, when does the fucking movie start? You know? I go, spin around, give me a shot, give me a chance,
Oh,
right?
he gave you a shot
Yeah, he
already.
did. He fucking- so he's drinking vodka, whatever, right? So
Oh, what a pussy
yeah,
drink.
Yeah, he's drinking vodka.
Vodka
and,
cranberries.
Well,
Like you
he's
gotta.
he's a nerd. We already.
Oh, that's
No,
right. That's
this
right.
dude was pretty jacked, and he spins his chair around. He just does like this nod, and he's smiling, right? And
Oh,
I'm like,
shit.
hey,
That's
it
universal.
felt-
Like, you
yeah.
might about to go fight.
Yeah, so he gets up. I go, hey man, you don't gotta leave. Just sit down, have a good time. So he's walking, and then he turns toward the fucking stage instead of out going toward the door. So I'm like, I inherently felt this. Feels different. Mm-hmm. He was so calm, and he's smiling the whole time. I'm like, the aggressive guy is usually like, I'm not fucking you, and then I've had him come up, fist bump me, or shake after we're done, and they leave anyway. And I thought, nah, as the comic, I can't sit there and go, hey, back the fuck up. This guy's smiling, walking toward me.
Right.
So I'm like, this feels different. And I go, oh, he's walking toward the stage, everybody, right? And I'm sitting there, and I got my hand like that with the mic.
Yeah.
And he goes to he steps up to the stage. I go, hey, and he goes to walk up on the stage. I put a foot up, and I look down at his foot. I go, hey, you can't come on stage. And from that point, as I look down, he just steps into a right fucking hook. Caught me on this side of my face. Oh. And I mean, I've been punched in the face before in fights, never sucker punch.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good sucker punch.
because you're loose, right? It was
Yeah,
like,
it's just like, what the
It's the
fuck
one
just
you
happened?
don't see or expect that gets you.
get you because your jaw's loose, you're not tense, right? So I spin around. I swear to God, I go down like on
Just
a
a
half.
pirouette.
I just was like, woo!
Thing.
And I go down like a half a knee type thing. I hit the fucking mic stand in my chest, right? And then somebody told me last night they were there at that show like 2 nights ago when I was in DeBerry, Florida. They said I hit my face onto the
Jesus
stage.
Christ.
I don't remember that. So I get popped, right? And
You got UFC highlighted, bro.
Oh, man. So I'm on the fucking one knee and I'm like, I'm like, woo, you know that fucking noise when you get a concussion and I come out of it. I go, in my head, I go, did that motherfucker just punch me? So apparently he was coming for another one while I was down, and somebody from off stage, this Iraqi vet, like I didn't know he was vet. He'd been to my show before. He gets up, puts the guy in a fucking sleeper,
Kills him.
No, I mean, dude, this guy got like it was like Frankenstein. The whole audience jumped on this fucking guy on the stage. And I'm just like, woo! Like, what the fuck just happened? I get up, my face is just blowing up, and so the cops come, and he's out there, and he's sitting there in the chair, and people took shots at this fucking guy. They
like a
they were
piñata.
fucking
Yep.
He was knotted
they
up
were
a
like,
little.
nobody hits Dean in Daytona. Nobody hits Dean in Daytona. That's where he started comedy. He's such a nice guy.
Hey, you okay, buddy? You okay? Bah!
That's exactly. Like even when he was in the chair, people like fucking. And I walked out, and I swear to God, he was sitting there in the chair. The cop was there, and I was like, "You fucking sucker punched me." He's like, "I didn't sucker punch you." I go, "Yeah, it's a fucking sucker punch, dude." Yeah, I go, "What the fuck?" And I go, I said, "I'll fight you fucking anytime. Let's fucking do it." And in my head, I said, "Just punch him in the face right now." While he's
In front of the
While
cops.
he's sitting here,
the
yeah.
cop was right there.
Oh,
And
no.
And then reality I got kids. I don't want to go. And he was going to jail anyway, so he ended up.
Your
going
kids
in
are
that night.
20 something at this
Yeah,
time.
but they're
at
your
this
kids,
point.
you know.
Wait, so you got
I don't want to set that example. Like, yeah, my dad's 50 out in a fucking bar fight.
Oh, how great story.
That's a good story.
My pops got in a fight when he
Yeah,
was
don't
50.
fuck with me.
Beat the shit out of that nerd.
But so the girl that he was with comes up. She's like, "Oh,
I'll suck your dick.
that would have been she says, he should have done that to you. He's the nicest guy. He just got served divorce papers tonight or whatever, and he was apparently he was going through all this shit.
Of course they
And
are.
of
He
course
just got served divorce papers tonight. So he said, let me take my side chick to a comedy show.
yeah,
This
well,
guy's
no,
a
they were
class.
his friends. They're his
Yeah, this
friends.
guy's okay.
Yeah. Well, whatever. I'm like, but you're right. And in hindsight, I was way too nice about it. I ended up going to the court thing and talked to the state attorney, and I said I want to follow through. They didn't know I had the bar video because he was trying to say like I
started or some shit.
And I said I got a video of the whole fucking thing, and she goes, "You do?" I send it to her. Then it was done deal, and she goes, "Look, you could really wreck the guy's life. You could." Make it where he could never go to a sporting event for his kids, and
Oh my God, I'm so hard right now.
he has no.
I would fucking ruin that motherfucker's life.
Release the tape.
I don't know. I wanted him to have to do something. He had to do alcohol, no drugs. He had to go to anger management. He had like 6 months of.
And he has to write me an apology
He
letter.
wanted and not defending him to anything, but he wanted to apologize to me, but I didn't want him to.
in writing.
Yeah, I should. Man, that would have been good.
You could frame it.
Right, but yeah, he wanted to do it.
I
in person.
broke a man to the point he had to handwrite me an apology letter.
with a letterhead on it and everything, dude.
I was glad, but hey, you know what it was?
Make him write 100 times. I will not hit somebody. I will not hit somebody.
like Bart Simpson chalkboard.
Old school.
You know how it is as a grown man, you got to write it. I want to take this time and apologize to you. I realize the errors of my mistake, and I think I'm a better man for it. I think you're a better man for it, for not pressing charges and letting me live. I appreciate you letting me live my life with my children. And you fucking broke him. You know how fucking broken that man is? Oh my God. I would tattoo that fucking letter in my fucking arm. Oh, please come and try and sucker punch me, motherfuckers. I will press charges.
And then tattoo your
I will
apology.
show up with the Mike Hurley suit to fucking court.
Mike Hurley.
Oh,
that blue suit.
oh, fucking! It'll be up to here. I'll be like, Mike, I need to borrow your suit.
You look like fucking Steve Curry.
Fucking high waters and shit.
It was one of them things where I was like, "What do you do?" And I got a year's for therapy out of it because it was a victim thing, and they're like, "You could go to therapy." And I was really that fucking
Therapy for what? Jaw therapy?
What is it?
Self-defense
therapy?
PTSD being attacked on stage at your job.
Trauma therapy.
Trauma therapy.
Dean swinging on people at the Target line and shit.
Randomly.
Too close.
I'd say it took about
6 feet.
Jesus Christ.
I
I'm sorry, I was traumatized
I had
at a comedy
PTSD.
club.
I had PTSD. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I got sucker punched at a comedy show.
the therapist was like, she was like, you have PTSD. It was like 3 months. I didn't like people getting too close. And then I was like, all right, what? This isn't fucking me.
Right.
This really fucked you up.
Yeah. Well, I just, because then I was kind of like hesitant to do what I do when someone's an asshole in the audience.
Yeah.
It's like, these people like think they're part of the fucking show sometimes, and they're yelling stuff, fucking at the comics. I like going after them when they're assholes in the best way I can. I don't want them getting kicked out if they don't have to be.
Yeah.
But I just fuck. But I got to the therapy. I was over that fucking punch thing after I talked about it once. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But then I got to talk about my mom and my sister.
It turns out there's some way deep down stuff in there.
I got some fucking
How
shit.
deep is this Dean well?
It went like
Get
back-
those monsters out.
Dude, it
Then
went
a
back.
black family moved to my neighborhood and took my bike. And I fucking wrote a play about it. But
That makes sense. You were probably in therapy when you wrote that long ass shit to me and everybody else too.
Yeah, that was
It was
20
like
that was
it was
20
like
minutes.
like the assignment that the therapists give you.
That was me. Yeah, they're like
Insult
I forget what they're
somebody.
called. I forget what they're called. Like
Under 500 words.
It's also
there's a word for it. I
Yeah.
can't remember.
Making amends?
No, it's not. It's like almost saying things that you wanted to say but never did, like you because you didn't want to hurt someone.
Alcoholics do that.
Yeah.
No, seriously, because my buddy was an alcoholic. And the
As he
sweetest...
pours his rum.
My brother's an alcoholic.
The
Stupid
sweetest thing-
alcoholic.
The sweetest thing he
I
ever
got
said.
coffee at 1 a.m. This motherfucker's like, be like Jack Sparrow. Fucking drinking rum.
It's 10 a.m., by the way.
The sweetest thing he ever did, because he did the 12 steps. He calls me up and says, Pedro, I'm doing my 12 steps, but I don't recall anything I did bad to you, so I don't have anything to amend. So if you got anything to say,
Say your piece.
I'm like, yeah, dude, we're cool. It's like, all right, thanks. I'm going to count this as one.
I like to drink. I like to have wine. I like to fuck around.
What?
Sometimes I'm
Is it
like,
wine? You don't fuck with the heavy
no,
stuff?
I'll do like whiskey once in a
Okay.
while. I drank a lot when my mom was sick. I had to go through the whole trauma of her.
So wine
stuff,
was stuff.
And after doing, and there's no excuses, but I like to drink socially. It's fun.
Yeah, of course.
But of course, when you overdo it, so then what happens is I get what I'm really feeling truth-wise. In relationships too, like my last 2 relationships, are like, well, you say, well, I hold it back when we're just hanging out, and then I'll say something because I'm like, well, fuck, I should have said this when I was sober because I don't like this, I don't like that, and then it was like, you're fucking mean. I'm like, well, no, I'm just being honest, but when I try to tell you in a nice way, like in most relationships, I think we do that because we don't want to hurt the person's feelings. You'll say things in a nice, I do anyway.
And then you wait to get a couple of drinks and then release the
I would
hounds.
never release the hounds, but when they keep coming after you and they keep saying the thing, and then you're like, well, fuck, and then you try to be nice, and then you have a couple drinks one day. I don't know what the fuck happened with you. That was just...
You're collateral damage. You got
I didn't read the whole thing, but I could see some dicky things.
You're
in
a
there that I
random
said.
GTA character that got hit.
I think I was just the random one that showed up that wrong place, wrong time type thing.
It was one of them things because even my last girlfriend, who I really enjoyed our relationship for a year and a half, she says like, she goes, I know you don't like saying nasty things to people, and then sometimes like I went off on Chelsea Handler one time on rant.
One time?
Called her. I hate that bitch.
Wait,
I
whoa.
can say that perfectly.
What just happened?
No.
She was mean as shit to me.
Yeah.
Chelsea Handler, the
comedian.
show comedian.
The cunt.
Oh, okay.
Don't edit that.
Don't edit that,
Thank you.
Sanchez.
I don't know how she is now. She may be.
She's still a cunt.
Okay.
I've heard she's worse.
I don't know.
See, okay, so then,
Yeah.
and then supposedly she did all this therapy. Well, apparently you didn't learn anything
It's Hollywood therapy, though.
but she wasn't famous when this happened, and she.
So
not
wait,
that makes it right.
You toured with her, or you
I was running. Bonkers had a room in L.A. Up at Universal Studios,
Okay.
and I was just started. I booked like Vegas and The Shield, and I was starting to really book. My family was coming out. My life was kind of getting back together, and I thought things were about to pop. And I just booked a Chevy commercial, a Ford commercial, or something. So I was really in a good mood, and Josh Wolf was one of the guys that knew the other guy that was running the show with me. He's like, hey, I'm going to bring Chelsea Handler by. She's on that show, Girls Behaving Badly, at the time. No, nothing else, really. I was like, all right, great. She comes by, does a set. She's drinking the cranberry vodkas, whatever the fuck she drinks at the time. And she had her book. And the books look like they were put together by hand, like some fucking 3-hole punched it. All right. The book's a bestseller now. Hello,
Yeah.
Vodka, it's me, Chelsea, whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right.
Right.
I fucked 50 Cent. I don't know.
But
it's something. Yes,
something like that. But in the beginning, the book's like anybody that's trying to self-promote. But I had no problem with that. But she did horrible.
Right.
The Valley where I was living, like in Studio City, it was a conglomerate of people, like Hispanic, every nationality, black,
Mix, yeah.
the best crowds, because it's a mix. And when you can get everybody on the same page about, that's the best thing I love about comedy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Commonality of races instead of what's different. This bitch goes up there and starts doing all her white girl shit and whatever, and the vodka, and and bombs. And then asks me to pitch her book when I close out the show.
Oh no!
And in my head, I'm like, you think they're gonna fucking want to suffer through this 30-page? So I was like, yeah, okay. And then so at the end of the show, since I was the host and I had got the guy, I said, hey Chelsea, thanks for doing the show. And she's talking to Josh and she's drinking her drink. And I thought maybe I didn't say it loud enough. I said, hey Chelsea, I just want to say thanks for doing the show. She goes, I heard you the first time.
Ooh.
I go, just like that. I go, oh, well, because where I come from, you say you're welcome, you bitch.
Yo.
And then Josh is a nice guy. He goes, dude, what the fuck? And I was like, it's something to that effect.
Yeah.
It might not have been his exact words, but he was like, dude, I brought you her. And I'm like, I didn't really know of her. But,
Yeah.
But
it's a line of disrespect that you don't give a fuck.
I'm not playing that game. And honestly, I thought she was kind of hot.
Yeah.
She's pretty cute. I was 30 something. I'm like, but she seemed. It was one of them things. So then from there on, that she just hated me. You call a woman a bitch to her face.
Yeah.
they tend to not like you.
No, and they don't forget, because then years later she got Chelsea Handler show. And all the comics were doing it. And my friend Carl D. Gregorio goes, hey, Chelsea's going to be at my room to look at me for her show. Would you come host it? Because I can't host it. I go, Chelsea don't like me, bro.
Yeah.
And he goes, no, dude, she's not going to remember that. I said, trust me, she's going to remember it. He goes, no, just host it.
Okay. Oh, tell me he brought it up and he goes, no, you're no longer on the show.
She kept me. This is when she's banging the Comedy Central guy now, blah, blah, blah. So I'm hosting it, and she gets in. I think she got in a little late and sees his set. So I'm hosting it, and she sees me come up to bring up the next comic, and I literally see her face go, "Oh, this motherfucking shut me." She fucking started whispering in the air.
The guy that called me a bitch.
And I'm like, she knows it, because she fucking was like, I just could feel it, and she remembered. So I told my friend Carl. He got on the show, so
he got in.
Yeah,
so you didn't heard it.
So, but I'm like, fucking,
I was hoping she would say like, I loved you in Transformers. Like I thought like it was something completely different.
She could have totally like,
Oh, there's that guy that was walking in the background.
I mean, not for nothing.
Damn it.
You did the right thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't give a shit how
Who the
famous
fuck
you are.
you? Don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
Especially if you're working on the same. It's not like you were just some random.
No.
I had that experience
fuckface.
at my old
Right.
job at hotels.
What do you mean?
I had to do a tour of this hotel in Boston. So I did a tour in Cape Cod and then this one in Boston.
You lead the tours or whatever?
Wait,
you're
no,
the tour
like
guide?
we go out there to learn about the hotels to sell it. So
Oh, okay.
we're
I
getting
got you.
spa treatments, we're eating at the nice restaurant and all this shit. And the lead person was the head person in New York, and for some reason she fucking didn't like me. So after the Boston thing, we go to the little bar to have a couple drinks, and it's her fucking co-workers from New York, and it's me, the guy from the Florida office, and the gay guy that I was with fucking was in the hospital for some fucking injuries. I don't even know.
Okay.
that he gave him the night before.
Yeah.
You just got the shit kicked out of him
Yeah.
by a bunch of
said
Bart
he
Drive
was a
boys.
power bottom. He's not a power bottom.
Power bomb.
So then the girl goes and clear it. She goes, "Can I be honest with you?" I go, "Sure." And she goes, "I think you're an asshole." Ooh. In front of fucking everybody.
Oh, look at you
And me
making a stand.
Yeah, and me without missing a beat and without giving a fuck about my job, I go, "Well, since we're being honest, I think you're a bitch." And the faces of all the other women were like, "Oh my God, can you believe he said that?" At the end of the night, the bar turns into a nightclub. She's still there. I'm still there. And she wants to fucking like talk.
Now she
wants to be buddy. With
buddy.
me. Get the fuck
Because
out of
somebody
here.
finally said, "Hey, I'm not taking that shit."
Yeah.
Like, why would you? Why just because you're a female that you call me an asshole? in
Even
front of my
female,
colleagues?
even if position of power,
position
some
of power,
motherfuckers.
for sure.
Oh, but plus she's higher above you, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
so it's like I don't give a
That's
shit.
even worse.
Yeah. Like I treat it, the amazing thing with my current job is people see how I talk to the cleaning lady. It's the same way I talk to like the VP
the way it should
in the office. Like hey, what's going on? Some people, you shouldn't talk to her.
How the fuck else are you supposed to talk to them like that?
It's like, hey, what's up?
People
What's
really
going
do
on?
think that
If you talk to somebody with fear, you know how awkward it is to randomly have people come to you with like intimidated to
Yeah.
say hi to you? It's fucking awkward.
Who wants to live like that?
That's
Fuck
stupid.
that. I don't know, man. It happened to me too with Rich Voss's wife. What the hell's her name?
Bonnie.
McFarlane.
Bonnie McFarlane. She had the same management. She did it to me at the Improv, and I was like, "Hey, Bonnie," and she fucking ignores me. I'm with my manager. I go, "Hey,
Is something with your face? What's going on here?
gotta be
What's going
me.
on?
Yeah,
What's going on?
Why don't people say
Why don't
hi
people
back?
like you?
well,
What's going on?
You're too good looking, so fuck you.
Yeah, is that what it is?
Yeah, it's what it is.
Look at this clean
He's
shave
a
fuck.
handsome fuck.
Yeah, you got to remember, she
Yeah.
is married to Rich Voss.
Yeah.
well, it's funny because I ran into him years later. The preface was there's a comic named Monty Hoffman. You remember Monty Hoffman?
Yeah.
So Monty, everybody didn't like. People thought he was an ass. I liked Monty. I like his brashness. We had a night at the in.
But Bonnie's just as brash.
she's just as
She
brash.
is.
I didn't really know her. We just had the same management team. So Monty and I did a Monday night at the and it was going good. We were getting good comics. We were getting a crowd in there. I'd host sometimes. He'd host. Well, my manager's like, "Can Bonnie come in and work out her set she's going to do on some late show?" I said, "Sure." So Devin Williams, who's an old comic from the day, who's got major drug problems, and he's coming clean, so he wanted to do a set, and they charged him for a cup of coffee, $5.
Are we talking Devin
Williams
from
here.
yeah.
This was
Me
in
and
LA.
Ricky call him the funniest fucking guy ever that nobody has ever heard of.
I've never heard of him. No.
Classic fucking. A lot of problems, but funny as shit. And so he comes in. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna do this." I said, "Great." So he's drinking coffee, and the guy charges $5. So Monty Hoffman goes off on the club owner, who's Persian. I think he's Persian. He's just like, "Fuck you," in the accent. He sounds like fucking like, "No, Annie, you know Annie, the fucking Skywalker." Yeah, but he has that fucking accent where it's like,
No say.
So he says, "Fuck you, Monty. This is my club. You
This
fuck."
is my club, you fuck.
Yeah. So Monty's
This
like,
is not the coffee you want to charge for. That shit don't work.
Look at me, dumbass Jedi.
this guy loved me. He's like, "Dean, I love you. Remind me of this actor who's a friend of mine," and and I got along great. But Monty was brash, right? So he's fucking mad about a $5 coffee. Well, Bonnie's on stage performing at this moment, right? So we're in the front bar. And fucking, he goes, "No, you know what? The fucking show is over. Done. I'm not doing it anymore. You guys are done." I go, "Whoa, what the fuck?" I go, "Monty, we worked hard to get to this point for how many Mondays, you know?" And he goes, "No, Dean, that's it. I like you, but I can't deal with this asshole, you know?" I'm like, "All right, fuck." I go, "I guess this is it." He goes, "No, I mean, the show's over now. Get everybody out."
Oh, shit.
I'm like, "What?" I go, "Okay, let me just let her finish her set." "No, I want it shut down now. I'll shut the mic right now." I'm like, "Fuck." So I come out from behind the stage to Bonnie. She's in the middle of a joke, and I was like, "Hey, Bonnie." Oh, this all falls out. I'm fucking innocent.
Oh, my God.
I go, "Hey, Bonnie," and she turns around like I just shit in her cereal bowl. You know, she's like, "What the fuck?" And I go, "Hey, Jack," that's his name, the owner, Jack. I go, "Jack is, he's telling me I got to shut it down. He's cutting the mic." She goes, "What?" I go, "Yeah." I go, "I'm really sorry. I'm fucking sincerely sorry."
Right.
I go, "This is very embarrassing." And she goes, "You got to be fucking kidding me," whatever she said. And she leaves. Like, kind of pissed.
Of course.
I tell the audience, "Hey, we just got kicked out. Please play your tabs. Show's over."
I would have pulled the fire alarm. All right.
what the fuck? You know, this is my legacy, right? I'm like, fuck. So I see her at the Improv, maybe, I don't know, 2 weeks later. We're doing showcases for some whatever that our manager got. And I say, hey, Bonnie, how's it going? Ignores me.
Oh, she thought it was your fault.
She thought it was all my, and I said, hey, Bonnie, how's it going? And she goes, I heard you the first time. Same exact line as Chelsea. I heard you the first time.
Oh, no.
I go, oh, because where I come from, you say, good, hi back, you bitch. And my manager,
That's a fucking t-shirt, son.
Where I come from, you say hi back, you bitch.
Oh.
So now I don't know what's going on in my life at the time. Probably some fucking storm, right?
Nothing needs to go in your life. That's just a bitch. I know.
She's a bitch, right? So fucking, I'm like, fuck this fucking chick. My manager's like, whoa. So now we're both invited to my manager's wedding. I'm at the same fucking table as Bonnie and Rich.
Of course you are. All the comedians put them together.
So right. Yeah. So for the thing, my manager was awesome, and her and her husband, they're doing the fucking thing. It was a great wedding. Had a blast. I was going through my divorce at the time. That's what it was. I'm drinking a little Jack Daniels at the wedding, just bitter. So I didn't want to be divorced, right? So I'm like, fucking, I'm sitting there. I'm trying to have a good time with some casting directors and Rich and Bonnie, and there's scratch-off tickets on the table. It said, "Win Your Dreams" was their theme of their wedding.
Okay.
So there was a "Win Your Dreams" type scratcher for California Lottery. So they put one on everybody's thing.
Okay.
Or like 3, you got like $5.
Write that down for your wedding.
Good idea.
It was pretty cool. It was a really good idea. It was like, our dreams came true. We hope yours does too. Something like that. And I was
That's the most white trash shit I've ever heard.
Danny, I love scratch.
I mean, I get it, but damn it, dude. Wow.
Like a $15 winner right there.
Oh, there you go.
I'm just kidding, but it's just a thing. My dad always did them. So everybody's rubbing them off, but Rich and Bonnie, right? Everybody's doing the scratchers, right? Mm-hmm. I do mine. I'm trying to make it comfortable.
Yeah.
I got the lady from VH1 next to me who I knew from.
You want to be the fun table?
I want to. Yeah. I'm with people I don't know. I'm going through a divorce. I'm fucking miserable, really, inside.
Yeah.
Playing scratchers at a wedding.
Scratching the ticket at a wedding. No, nobody. I know nobody. Right. I win $20. Everybody pretty much loses that table. I was like, I won $20. I go, hey, Bonnie, did you win anything? She goes, I believe those were meant to be done at home, Dean.
Oh my gosh.
She goes, have a little class or something like that. I go, I said,
where I come from.
It's so funny.
Where I come from.
We do scratch-offs at the wedding table.
You scratch them when you get them.
Bitch.
You bitch.
You bitch.
I'm like, before that, I had asked Rich Voss, like, hey, Rich, you're from New York, right? He goes, no, Jersey. And he just fucking stares me off and doesn't talk. So she must have said, I hate this fucking guy. Yeah. So I don't know, Rich. And turns out, I see him years later, but then I said, I thought it was meant for us to have a fun time at the wedding, you bitch.
You bitch.
The casting director from VH1 goes, did you just call her a bitch? I go, yeah, she's a bitch. She goes, hey, why don't we dance? Swear to God.
The casting director?
The casting director was like...
You asked her to dance, or she asked you to dance?
She said it to me, basically, like, because Bonnie was...
Hey, come on, let's dance.
Like, here, let me help you escape.
Did you just call her a bitch?
You don't talk to a person like that.
I'm like, why? I was so open, and I'm like, fuck this.
You were so vulnerable. You were hurt. And then to have a woman fucking just...
And then have
smush your fucking face.
Dude, Voss was giving me the evil eye, right?
Yeah.
So then I bumped into him last year, or a year and a half ago at the Black Box in Boca, and he's fucking doing a guest spot on my show, right? So the guy that runs Boca, who I like him, I forget his name, but he goes, hey, Voss is going to do a guest spot. I said, oh, okay. Right? So he comes in, he does a guest spot. He does good. He's funny. He gets done. He goes, do we know each other? I go, oh, yeah, we know each other. He goes, he goes, you know my wife? I go, yeah, your wife. She's a bitch.
Double down.
I said, I called her a bitch. He didn't remember this stuff. He didn't remember the wedding. I don't know if he was sober then or not, so whatever the deal was. But he was very nice that day without her.
Yeah.
I actually thought he was cool to talk to. I go, yeah, man, I don't take this the wrong way. I go, your wife was a bitch to me. He goes, but apparently someone told me she's changed a lot, and she's actually a lot nicer now and whatever. And
she probably read Chelsea Handler's book. Chelsea Handler's self-help book.
Yeah. She says, I don't want to end up like that cunt. But, it was one of them things where it comes full circle and you're like, half the time, it's not even, nobody's even there. They're just in their own shit.
Yeah.
But it's like, there's no need to treat people like shit.
No. No, I mean, respect goes both ways.
Yeah.
So I mean, especially in the comedy industry / clique, if anyone would do that shit to
You
any
never
of us,
know. You
like, it's
never
just
know
like,
who's
who
gonna
the
hit.
Fuck
you never,
are
Yes.
you?
Yes.
Like time out, bro. Like pump the brakes.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
You're not special.
It's what? Yeah. You're just. But there's. I get it. It's that whole. I'm on this level.
Right.
Which I'm seeing that now because I'm in the open mic.
Oh, yeah.
I run I see these guys that get little following.
Yeah.
And they just shit on these other guys. I'm like, yo, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
And then
I
they just
hate
like,
it.
yeah,
I
it's
fucking
just,
hate it.
it's weird. It's a weird pecking order.
Big headed, but you gotta stay grounded and
Yeah.
fucking because you never know.
I
You
just
never know
said-
who's
exactly, and I've never been that. Even with the open mic in Altamont, I mean, you came on. Well, I wasn't hosting any. I was
2005
I was
was
already
when
in
I
LA,
started.
so I
Yeah, but you used to
come
come back once
Right.
in a while and
host.
host and stuff like that. But you were you've always been cool.
yeah.
with
So
me
you guys known each other for how long?
Since then,
since then.
And then you known Dean.
Yeah. So since
Here's the amazing shit.
probably 10 years or so.
Yeah.
I tell because I go.
that's
yo,
why I can't believe I texted him.
That's why I was so surprised too. Like, damn.
Cocksucker.
we have we're gonna have Dean. Like we're like, all right, we're gonna have Dean. We're gonna have Dean.
Yeah.
Me and Kermit will talk and stuff like that. And I brought the Chelsea Handler story to him.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, things like you didn't know that.
Oh,
he goes,
yeah, fuck.
yeah, I don't know. It's like how the fuck. And he goes and he tells me this, and this is 100% Kermit. Kermit will fuck with anybody and not know them from Jack. And I go, wait, but you fuck with Dean like you fucking know him. No, yeah, I just fuck with him. It's like
I know he's fucking with me too. Because I'll be like,
yeah, and it's like, dude, but at least like
But I
I
like
know,
it, though.
like I know, like basic Dean shit. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right. I
Like
didn't know
Dean
that.
knows my wife
Right.
and stuff like that. It's a basic little. There's a little line there, and then it's like, unless if we're gonna fuck with each other, at least he knows I'm.
yeah.
Yeah, that I'm not serious about it.
We haven't even done a show together.
No.
Yeah.
I tried to get him on his show. He's like, dude, I gotta fucking.
I gotta teach kids karate.
I think 2 times I asked Joe Santabella. I'm like, what? Does Kermit not like me? What the fuck's going on?
No.
I know that. I know that now.
Oh, he don't like Joe.
He doesn't like Joe.
I don't like Joe at all.
I didn't know.
We've been trying to get him to fucking like spar fight for the longest.
That's fucking fun.
Joe's fine. I just fuck with him too.
Oh, now? Oh, okay.
Hey, all right, come on.
Well, no, it's fun. Honestly, everybody's relationships are different. But the funny thing is, when he would send me the fucking I let the first time he sent me the one in the car, he's like, I'm like, what the fuck? And he's in his car with dude. The first one you sent me, I fucking.
I don't
cracked
even
up.
remember. There's so many.
It was the
It's
next.
for the longest time. The most fun we ever had was like we would talk about one of your rants, and we were like, "Fuck it, let's call Dean. Let's see if he picks up the phone."
Yeah. I know.
And you'll be like, "Oh, is this a fucking ambush?"
I remember the one time you were driving when we did.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
We clicked at Eugene's wedding. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's exactly
When,
what we had.
we looked at each other and we were like, oh, they put us at the same table. Fuck everybody.
We had a good time. We
Dude,
left
we were-
our ass open. I never saw any of the pictures from the booth. We did some funny booth.
I don't even
pictures and shit. It
remember.
was fucking
Dude, we
fun.
hit the bar
Yeah.
to the table, to the bar, to the dude. We were
That
all,
was a fucking
I don't even
blast.
remember seeing anyone else. I know
No.
Eugene invited other people.
Yeah, there was-
Scott was there.
Who?
Scott.
Oh, Scott Orban. Yeah,
that was it.
Did
Yeah,
you
Scott
did you
was
win
fun.
anything on the scratchers?
No, there's no scratchers.
Yeah, and my girlfriend and I had just broken up that day, like the day before.
No shit.
Yeah, because she was supposed to go to the
fuck.
wedding.
We were definitely binging. Dude, I remember us at the bar. We were like,
Oh, dude, it was funny. And then he had there was something with the music we were laughing at when people were dancing and shit. We were just fucking
we were,
dumb. But
and then
that's when I
Eugene.
realized, like, oh, Kermit's fucking funny.
Eugene's wonderful speech. Hey, I just want to fucking say I love you, motherfuckers. And we're like, well, what the fuck is going on?
wedding?
It's a wedding. I recorded it, by the way.
There's little kids running around the place. I just want to say I fucking love you guys from the fucking heart.
That's what it was.
I fucking remember my first fight when I fought the manager from Texaco.
I got Eugene's speech right here. It's a minute. I got it right here.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, I recorded it. Look. Check it out.
Oh, please play it.
Some Puerto Ricans, people
Let's
from
close it with
Boston,
this.
my high school friend, some MMA fighters, some badass cops, musicians, fucking alligator wrestler. Sorry about language, guys. An alligator wrestler. I mean, I'm surrounded by insane people. I don't know what the hell that makes me, but I love every moment of it. You know, I see the comedian.
He's just cursing a storm.
So weird. You end up getting married on Saturday.
Fucking alligator.
Like, and he goes on and on, and it's just him cursing a fucking.
He was late. He was late. He had to
he was
be late.
definitely he was feeling no pain. He was.
That's
good.
why
He
you got to
doesn't
do the
drink a ton.
speech
Yeah, well, good
before
for
you
him.
start drinking.
Yeah, and he doesn't really drink a lot. Like he's not a big drinker. So the funny thing is when his intro when he came in with the boat and shit like. Oh my! We were like,
came in like Miami Vice.
Yeah, he did. He was on the fucking thing with glass. It was kind
Wait,
of,
what?
It was cool. It was so it was like, what the fuck is
boat?
going on? I thought the FBI was reading the joint. I'm like, great. All these illegals. Now we're getting pinched.
He came out on a boat.
Yeah?
like it was a lake.
Yeah, it was
that
fucking
had a
funny.
lake/beach theme, and he came out.
Fucking
on a boat.
Kermit's gonna come out in one of those Barbie vehicles.
and a power wheel.
The Barbie Corvette.
Ding, 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 ding.
What are those little mini
Oh
bikes?
man! All right, this is historically the longest episode.
How long? Holy shit.
Yeah, we
we've
went
done.
long. Yeah, we
An
went
hour 48.
Oh my God. See,
Oh,
it's
Sanchez
like,
is gonna have fun editing this motherfucker.
It's like me doing stand up.
I didn't even. We didn't even wear the proper attire. I got a bunch of attire.
Oh.
Yeah, we fucked it all up, so it's all good.
Well, how long were you waiting for?
I did. We were just. It was.
What is that under there?
Well, this is an official. You got one under your chair there.
Oh,
Pedro.
do I?
Yeah. We wanted you to make. We wanted to make because we know how Mario is like your god. So there, hey, Mario and Luigi. Hey,
Fucking
First of all, he's way too big for Luigi. That's
Luigi's
Luigi.
tall. Luigi's tall. It's taller than
I'm
fucking
short.
Mario.
Let's just call it.
Looks like Bowser
This is-
just beat the shit out of him and took his hat.
Bowser.
But I want to give thanks to Dean Napolitano.
Yeah, man, it was a
you
good
can
time.
check out Dean on the HGAP podcast with our friend Eugene Torres. Check us out on youtube.com/standupkermit for all our episodes. Check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and you know the 7 rules: subscribe, unsubscribe, subscribe again, like, review, and tell 2 friends.
What the fuck?
That should be happening.
You got any shows or anything you need to plug?
You want to plug?
The subscribe, unsubscribe. I'm curious about that, but I don't.
You want to
need
fuck
to-
the
don't even-
algorithm.
I got.
It's absolutely stupid.
Is you fuck the algorithm up and
Yeah.
be like, oh shit,
Yeah,
people
and then
are.
YouTube flags your shit and nobody watches.
There's no
It's a lot of
facts
fun.
on this, by the way. He just made that up.
No, I'm going to start this hopefully soon. The Vino with Dino podcast. That's a solo one I'm going to be doing. So that's a whole thing that developed from the wine rants. And you guys
Vino
fucking-
with
yeah.
Dino.
So yeah, I'll be reviewing a bottle of wine and talking about topics. Have a guest here and there. It's be a 30-minute.
Nice. Do the guests bring their own bottle of wine?
No, I'll have the bottle and then we drink the bottle for
bring
that half
Snoop
hour.
Dogg
I'll bring a fucking bottle from Aldi's.
Yeah, bring
All
the
these
shit.
and shit.
I'll bring the fucking Winks, the 5 Winks bottle from Aldi's.
The podcast ends in 10 with Dean taking a sip, spitting it in your face, and slapping it. Get that shit out of my house.
Tastes like a shit.
It ends with Dean writing a fucking a long post at somebody randomly on Facebook.
This isn't real wine, you bitch.
Where I come from,
You don't grow your grapes in your mother's vagina. You grow them on a vine.
you bitch.
Oh shit.
Guys, thank you so much for checking us out. We'll catch you next time. Peace.
Adios.